Radio Chicago.
Mighty House.
Here I come to save the day.
Welcome to Mighty House. This is a radio show for people with problems. Home improvement problems, that is. Send an email now to robbie@mightyhouse.net or call into the show at 877-711-5611. From foundation leaks to roof repairs, the Mighty House team is on the job. You're listening to
Mighty House.
All right, testing. There you go. Good morning, Chicago. I'm Ron Cowgill. The Mighty House team is on the air. Do you work on your $500 computer? How about your $5,000 or maybe $20,000 car? If you don't, is it because you don't know what you're doing? And if you don't repair your own computer or car, why do you think it's okay to work on the most expensive investment in your life? Are you really going to work on your home all by yourself? Why not give us a call, find out if it's something you should try. We can also help you put a game plan together so you can tackle that home project correctly. With a little help from us, we can make sure your most expensive investment does not turn into your most expensive mistake. Give us a call. We've got open phones right now, so you can get your questions in. In the first hour, we'll be taking your calls, and we'll have the Mighty House Tip of the Week with Rich Cowgill. In the second hour, we'll be talking with Robin Sands, and she's from the Northwest Housing Partnership. And, of course, in between all that stuff, you can give us a call there also. And what everybody sticks around for and listens for is the Clutter Clarity with Robbie Earhart. In the third hour, we'll be taking your phone calls and answering your emails the entire 3 hours. So you can give us a call, 877-711-5611. That number again, 877-711-5611. You can join us on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and Periscope Live right now, brought to you in part by Mr. Floor, Smart 265, and Maggie Rad. And wherever you're watching, click on the like button and subscribe so you'll be notified when we hit the air. We're broadcasting worldwide and live from 7 to 10 every Saturday at mightyhouse.net, tunein.com. We're also on the Gab Radio Network. Just look for Mighty House Home Improvement Show. Podcasts of previous shows available at mightyhouse.net, Stitcher, iTunes, TuneIn, SoundCloud, and on homeimprovementusa.com. Find links to all of them at mightyhouse.net. Video clips of the show are available at mightyhouse.net and in our Mighty House YouTube channel. And you can follow us on Facebook and Instagram by looking for Mighty House Home Improvement Show. And our Twitter handle is at Mighty House. And you can also give us a call on the Mr. Floor helpline. It's 877-711-5611. And you will have a chance to win your choice of Mr. Floor cleaning products. They're all non-toxic and environmentally safe. And you can learn more at Mr. Floor. Hello? Anybody? Anybody? No.
.com.
Sorry there, Andrew. It has fallen to you.
I was auditioning the Facebook stream.
Yes.
For the 7 people who are watching right now.
Yes.
And also texting Rich to connect through the other brick because he's not with us right now and waiting for him to connect via Zoom. So
got it.
A lot of stuff going on back here.
Yes, I know. So I'm stuck here while Robbie is fashionably late also. And so we'll try and figure this out. So you can give us a call, 877-711-5611. We're here, at least I am, and I'm here to answer your questions and hopefully get you pointed in the right direction. We got a lot of good emails this week, and a couple things that have popped up. One thing is we've been finding out is there's lots of respiratory problems that are going on from all the people that are cutting granite. There have been lots of issues with people that are working in the granite industry and the polishing and cutting, and people are dying in their mid-30s because of the silica dust that's coming off of the granite. 30s and 40s are dying from silicosis. So if you know somebody that's in the granite industry and is working in the granite industry, make sure they're using the proper protection and wearing the masks, and not just the little paper ones that you get at the paint store. You want a really good respirator, good mask to keep that dust down, and that way you can stick around for your family. So it's a good industry to get into if you want to, but just like anything else, you got to take your proper precautions. So that is something that's up on the Facebook and Twitter if you want to find out a little bit more about it. It's a recent story that just came out. So, is Trixie still working on that? Okay.
Repeat, what exactly is she working on? Or do you want to know? The collar?
Yeah.
Yes, we're still working on it
Okay.
right now, so hang tight.
All right, good. And one other item that we got posted was a cordless tool revolution. And for those of you that don't get into the tools all the time, and you've bought drills in the past, and then when you go to use them, they don't work anymore because the batteries are dead and you can't charge them. There are ways you can run those batteries down and then charge them and cycle them through several times, and you can start getting those batteries to work again. But if you're just starting to look for the cordless tools now, look for something that's got the lithium ion batteries, because those can stay in a lower state of charge and still work. And then when you throw them back on the chargers again, they come right back up to life, and they don't have that memory problem. So the other thing that's coming on now too, these batteries are a lot lighter, which makes the tools lighter, and they are coming up with all kinds of fancy tools. And with the power, they've got circular saws now, the reciprocating saws or the sawzalls that will last a long time. Those used to burn up the batteries really fast, but now they don't. And so you can get these lithium ion batteries and have them last a long time, and they're a lot stronger. So they're starting to make more and more tools with them. The hammer drills, like I said, the circular saws. They've even got a band saw out now that is cordless, which is really, really cool, because if you do a lot of cutting of conduit and stuff like that, it's pretty interesting. Right at MrFloor.com.
I have a question.
What's up, sis?
How many lawsuits are there going to be about the silica
dust? Well, yes, and I mean, they've been aware of this, and a lot of shops just aren't taking the proper precautions. And so, not unlike people that used to work with automotive brakes and truck brakes and asbestos that was in all the brake shoes and all that dust. It's the same kind of thing.
It scared me when you said, or not scared is the right word, horrified me when you said people in their 30s.
Yes. Mid to late 30s that have been working in the industry for 15 to 20 years, and they're dying.
And
already.
Did they know? I mean, is this something like asbestos? I mean, when I was...
Oh, no, silica dust issue's been around a long time.
Really?
Yes. But the people don't use the proper protection, and the companies don't provide it or make it mandatory that they use it.
The companies know about it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, then I see lawsuits. I mean, if...
Well, by OSHA standards, you're supposed to promote and supply all the protection, all the personal protection needed.
Mm-hmm.
You have to provide that for the employees of the company. And if you don't, or force them to not use it, then yes, you're under it. Now, if you give it to them and they don't wear it,
Right. But I was just thinking, companies know about it.
Yeah.
Okay, they can't say, well, I didn't know.
No, they know.
Oh, my gosh.
They know. Yeah.
It's funny when you started saying, a respiratory thing. I'm like, you have a little cold. I've been sick for a week. I'm like, yeah, what is this? And then you're like, silica dust. I'm like, no.
You're right.
No.
No.
You know what I think it is?
What?
Drywall.
Drywall dust?
Yeah, from 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
That's what I think it is. It's got me.
Uh-huh.
That's what I think. I'm sorry. You might have a phone call or something.
We've got some phone calls here too. So, well, let's finish this out, and we'll take them after the break. That way we can get to them. But
what about drywall dust?
Drywall dust it's gypsum. It's not an issue. It's never been found to be an issue. Let's put it that way.
Well, not a carcinogen,
Right.
But it could be causing.
But the particles, I don't believe, get fine enough to get stuck in your lungs. They're bigger chunks, so you just cough them out.
Chunks.
Yeah.
How's your finger?
It's fine. See?
Yeah, it doesn't look fine.
If I pick something up the right way, it still hurts, but
Oh,
it's doing okay. See, that's all healed up now where it split open.
It doesn't look good.
No, but if I pick something up right on the edge of that scar, then it sends
shockwaves.
Yes, up through my arm.
Mm-hmm.
And I say, ow.
Oh.
That hurt.
Is that how you say it?
Ow.
Oh, where's Rich?
I don't know.
I feel bad
Why?
because I really thought I'd still be on time.
Yeah.
And then when I hear .com, you're like, anybody. I'm like, Rich isn't here.
No.
I felt so. Well, I mean, he is here. We're just having trouble. Is that it? Or he's.
Well,
No, he is not here yet.
No,
So
he's-
I've texted, emailed all 3 of his emails, and also
Oh,
sent a
now
chat
I
in Zoom.
really feel bad.
see, he might have gotten stuck over on the East Coast. I don't know. I know I talked to him earlier this week, and he was on the East Coast of Florida dealing with a bunch of issues over there. So,
Oh, no.
I don't know. He may not have gotten back in time. I don't know. But we'll find out where he's at. We'll track him down.
Oh, I'm sorry. Will, hold on.
Yeah, we got a couple phone calls to get to right after the break here. So you can give us a call also, 877-711-5611, and we'll take those calls right after the break. You are listening to
Mighty House.
This is Mighty House. Mighty House will return.
He went like this.
Uh-huh.
He said 1 minute.
Uh-huh.
You did. No, you didn't. What, you're like 1
That was a
minute.
complete mistake.
1 minute.
I am so sorry about that. Ay, ay, ay. I've never
That was-
sworn in this building before.
That wasn't a full-on FU. That was a minor
It
FU.
was-
If
no, it
if
was
it's only
not
if it's like that
intentional.
with the
I
fake,
didn't mean to
Yeah.
do it.
you gotta. That's like full on.
Yeah.
That was not intentional. I'm sorry.
So if you were going to do it, would you do the curl like this or would you do
no,
the
I would
bending?
stick it like this. I don't think I've ever, yeah.
So that's kind of the curl.
So then, if
This one makes me crazy.
See, I think he would only go like this because that's too violent. He would only give it to you like this. See,
Yeah.
That was not intentional. I'm
see,
sorry.
and then he just like that. It's the same thing as the clicking.
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
the
My
clapping's too violent.
You know, Ron, I
Stop
applaud
violence.
you. I applaud
All
you.
right, I'm gonna call Rich in just a second.
And all of you
60
people
seconds,
out there in Facebook land, we applaud you.
Yes.
We can't get too excited. It's early in the morning. But we applaud you. And later, I'm going to talk about my nails. I'm very excited about my nails. Look at that. If you
Uh-huh.
think I'm not going to, you're wrong. You're wrong. Why is this so funked up? Funked?
What?
Funked?
What? Did you hear what she said?
Funked. I was
you?
going to say funky.
It sounded something
It
different.
was
Okay.
funked. I think I have words are not coming out.
What do
right.
you-
No,
what-
yeah.
What is wrong with your microphone?
She has Tourette's.
No, you're yelling into it. That's
Yeah.
the problem. 15 seconds. It's okay.
She's close to it and then speaking loudly.
So I will reduce your gain a little
That's
bit.
800-993-1730. Free bottles for a limited time, so call now. 800-993-1730. 800-993-1730.
Are you looking for a new ride? Ready to leave gas stations in the dust and speed away down the highway? 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds? Well, here's your chance. The Illinois Solar Energy Association is raffling off a 2019 Tesla Model X, the award-winning all-electric SUV. But you need to get your tickets soon because only 2,500 will be sold. So how do you win? Go to store.illinoissolar.org. That's store.illinoissolar.org. Buy one raffle ticket for $100 or the 4-pack for $300. All raffle proceeds will fully benefit the Illinois Solar Energy Association, a nonprofit working to advance solar energy development throughout the state of Illinois. The winner will be drawn at the ISEA member meeting on December 5th, 2019. Anyone in the continental U.S. is eligible to win, and you don't even need to be present at the drawing to claim your prize. So get your tickets, the rules, and all the other small print details at illinoissolar.org today.
You gotta build fast. Cement drawing. All right, let's see. English side ruined. Must use French instructions. Le grill. What the hell is that?
Well,
It's
girl, I
Mighty
don't
House.
know.
Call Mighty House now at 877-711-5611.
Oh, I got some sleep
and get
last night.
advice from the
Uh-oh.
experts
No.
themselves.
We're in trouble.
Did not.
Mighty House.
We're broadcasting worldwide and live from 7 to 10 every Saturday at mightyhouse.net, tunein.com. We're also on the Gab Radio Network. Just look for Mighty House Home Improvement Show. You can also give us a call on the Mr. Floor helpline. It's 877-711-5611. And you will have a chance to win your choice of Mr. Floor cleaning products. They're all non-toxic and environmentally safe. And you can learn more at Mr. Floor.
.com.
There you go. And if you want to sign up for the newsletter, you can do that. Just go to mightyhouse.net. And you click on the Contact Us page, scroll down to the bottom. You fill out all the basic information, and you click on Boom, Done, and it will get you on the list. And that way you find out what's going on with the show every week and who the guests are, maybe a special contests that are going on that eventually somebody might send out the I'm bad. I've been really bad. They're all sitting on my desk. I'm like, dang, I got to do that. But
somebody wondered about that a while ago.
Yeah, I know. I sent them a note and said it's my fault. So I will get it.
Hold your horses.
Yeah. Well, I try to get the stuff out right away, but I've been too busy.
I understand.
And you got to make it to the post office at the right time, and then you got to find a box, and
I know.
It's stuff.
I know. I was looking at your computer because
Yeah.
I like being able. Oh, look, that's so funny. There goes my mic. I like being able to stand like you do, and I'm like, why don't I stand? It's because my computer then is too far, so I have to sit. But I'm like, how come you don't have to? Because yours is up higher. This is what I need. I need this here, and then I could stand.
Yep. Well, when we built the studio, I was trying to hit 42 inches to have it all at 42, but you couldn't because of the windowsill. So that's why we kept it lower. I would have put it here at this height.
That's what I need.
Yep.
That's right. You built this studio. You built this studio.
Du-du-du.
You built this studio on rock and roll. Built this studio, Andrew.
Yes.
Who do we have on 2?
We have 2. Okay. Will is on 2.
Who's on?
Who's on 1?
No one's on 1.
Who's on 3rd?
I don't know. I thought it was Will, but
No,
apparently it's
you're
not.
right. I don't know. First base.
So Will is on line 2.
Okay. You got him on there?
Yeah. Okay. Well, hang on.
He's confused now. He doesn't know what's going on. He's trying to do too many things. He's got help behind him, but he won't let the help do anything. So
Will's on line 3. He's on the line right now.
So who do we have?
Will from Skokie with the Will Report.
Okay. Hey, Will.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm sitting here. Sitting here going through some double deja vu. I've got you on the phone.
Yeah.
I've got you on the Facebook, and I've got you on the radio. So I'm
excellent.
Just like, what the heck? Anyway,
I'm sorry.
What?
No, I'm sorry. You've got us on there in all those different areas. That's all.
Well, it's just confusing, but it's fun.
Yep.
Anyway, little comment too. You're not just the masons with the granite dust, but also the framers when they disable the safeties on their nail guns. That's always a good thing too.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then they want to sue the builder,
right?
Or get a workman's comp.
Right, but that's an injury you can usually recover from. The silicosis from the granite guy, the guys that are cutting all the granite, they don't recover from that. It's a little different.
You can recover from a nail through your head.
Well, no,
easily?
Sometimes, but you know how many? Yeah,
I've seen it. I've seen pictures.
I know guys that have shot their feet, their hands, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Will, are you really promoting yourself on our Facebook page? Hi, everyone. The Will Report is coming up.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Did you
promoting
really?
What?
Hi, everyone. The Will Report is coming up. You posted that on our Facebook page.
I know. Why not? Hey, advertising is advertising. Anyway, the thing I wanted to talk about today is fraudulent remodelers. And please realize there are plenty of good professional, not only professional in their work, but professional in their business practice remodelers and workers out there. Nari being a good example. Let's plug.
Yep.
Anyway, I had a house this week, which was an 1881 classic, Chicago rectangular, rubble stone foundation, pretty good shape looking around the outside of it. It did have an added and closed back porch, which they had, turned into living space. But surprisingly, they had actually reinforced the foundation and all this other stuff, so it was suitable for living space.
Huh. Interesting.
But I went through the place and I look up the permits before I do the inspection, and there was no permit history.
Right.
And it's listed as fairly recently remodeled.
Yeah. Red flag.
So I'm like, okay, right, flipper, blah blah blah.
Right.
And you look at all the regular places for a flipper. So I went through, and the inside was finished really nice, and that's what usually happens with the flippers. The finish and the trim and the hardwood and everything is beautiful, but you want to look under the hood.
Yep.
And and of course the whole basement was finished, so I couldn't really look at the foundation. But a couple things got me. In the attic, there was a furnace, Category 4 furnace, but it didn't have the intake air run, which is a rookie mistake.
Yep.
And there was a label on it that said, apply brand label here.
Yep.
So,
yep.
Yeah. And they also had done a pretty good job on the attic. They had the original 2x4s with no ridge board, for the roof. But
sure.
They put in some new rafters and things, but they cut a couple of collar ties, which was interesting. Then I go to the basement, and the water heater, I'm looking at it. It looks like a newer ream, and I look at it, and where the big warning label and stuff is, and you're supposed to have the serial model number plate there.
Right.
It had been removed.
What?
And where it had been removed, there was very faint lettering, and the lettering, I couldn't quite make it out because it was kind of dark and weird, so I took a picture of it. And when I came home and I wrote the report, I, did some fiddling with the picture, and it basically was something along the lines of this serial number has been removed. The manufacturer no longer warranties this. Do not use this water heater.
Wow.
So I called. Who am I going to call about water heaters? Rabbi Bob.
Oh yeah, there you go.
At a water heater warehouse.
Yep.
And he said the thing that commonly happens is a plumber will put in a water heater and it will be defective. And so he'll go and he'll take it out and he'll put in a new one. And then he'll take it back to a shop and take off the serial number plate and send it back to the manufacturer so he gets
reimbursed for it.
Reimbursement for the defective water heater.
Right.
But then he's supposed to take it and throw it in the garbage and totally crush it up. Some people will resell them, which is not only against Illinois plumbing code, but it's also against basically it's criminal fraud.
Wow.
This goes along with a lot of things that I saw where you'd have contractors during the building boom who would build brand new houses. They would get one of their friends to, say, hey, I want a new house, tear down, new construction, McMansion. And so they build the house, and just before the house is done, they pay their cutout guy about $5,000-$10,000 to go back to the old country, and they and the bank forecloses. The bank, okay, we've been paying out the draw inspections to the contractor, but the guy took off, so
right.
It forecloses. They go to the contractor and they says, "Oh, would you winterize the house for us?" Because they don't have any experience with real estate.
Sure.
And so the builder goes back in and winterizes the house, but he also takes off with the furnaces, the air conditioner, the marble countertops, things like this for the next house he's going to build.
Yep.
And so I was seeing brand new houses with 2 or 3 year old, air conditioning compressors and things.
Yep.
So it's not that this was a flip. It's just that the people who were there, because I kept saying it's a flip, and their listing agent said, no, they've been living here for the last, 8-9 years.
Wow.
And they basically had some guys come in to do the work, but the guys who came in to do the work were crooks, quite frankly.
Yep.
And so that's another reason why you should hire people who are good and have a history, and you can go for references and things.
Right.
Because
and pull the permit.
It's not just the quality. Yeah, and pull the permit. It's not just the quality of the work; it's also the quality of the building of the business practices.
Yep, exactly.
So, anyway, word to the wise. So,
yep. All right, I appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
No problem. Bye.
All right, bye. Yeah, we run into that kind of stuff quite a bit, where people have just kind of patched stuff together. They don't really pay attention to what they're doing, and so you end up having to deal with that kind of stuff, and you're fixing stuff that people have already paid for, which even for a contractor becomes irritating. So
we call that building in Florida.
Hi, Rich.
Good morning.
How was your trip back from the East Coast?
Dude, I'm so tired.
I know. I was telling Robbie that they got you working both coasts down there in Florida now.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it's a $22 million sale, and I have to have it done by November 10th.
Oh, jeez.
I can't believe you
I'm
drive
good. I think
back
I'm gonna
and
make it.
forth. Can't you just stay there?
I think your company needs to give you the corporate jet to go back and forth. That's what I think.
Well, my truck's at just over a year old. I got over 20,000 miles on it, so I should be out of warranty by September.
Wow.
Chevrolet will like that, but
yeah.
It's funny. They give you a 36,000-mile warranty. My last truck, I had 180,000 miles on it, and all I did is put tires on it.
Right.
Good morning, everybody.
There we go. And it's the end of the break. So we're going to catch up with Rich and see how he's doing. And
I just want to talk about the auction.
Okay. We can do that, too, right after the break or during the break if you want. We'll be back right after this.
This is Mighty House. Mighty House will return.
You know, sometimes when you compare prices on products, you think,
all right,
Tesla spiked 20%.
Yep.
Because they actually showed a profit last quarter.
Yep. And they're going to start doing it now because now they've got their battery factory up and running. So they're and I guess their production is going to be more than what they need, so they're going to be selling off to other companies too. So
sure. Jeff Bezos to lose world's richest person crown to Bill Gates.
Yeah.
He lives right across the street from where I'm working.
Amazing.
But he's only there in January, February.
Oh, yeah. So he doesn't really live there. He just stays there once in a while.
No. Well, they have houses all over the world. You know what I mean? They don't.
Yeah.
Stop. Why do these things keep popping up? I hate this.
Hey, who do we have on too? Oh, okay.
1-800-987-3157. That's 1-800-987-3157.
Remember those?
Yep. I still use mine all the time.
So do I. I'm looking for my charger now.
It should be a cell phone charger. It's the same as your...
No. It's got a single pin.
Because my...
Pinhole.
Oh, because mine is a... I charge mine with a regular cell phone.
Mini
USB
or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, mine has a pin charger.
Is that the GLM?
I know the charger's in my tool bag.
Is that the GLM 80?
Yes.
Yeah, it should.
Did you upgrade?
I've got the one now that has that you sync to your phone and take the measurements, and you can do the drawings on your phone, and then it shoots outside.
Really?
Yeah. The latest ones are really, really, really nice. But I haven't synced it to my phone and done all that yet.
Yeah, okay.
Walgreens as your preferred pharmacy.
You can do it.
I haven't smartly. Walgreens, trusted since 1901. Other plans may be accepted.
Does your dog bite? Oh. Nice dog. I thought you said your dog did not bite. Is that a snot, night dog?
It's Mighty House. Call Mighty House now at 877-711-5611 and get advice from the experts themselves.
This is Mighty House.
All right. You can join us on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and Periscope Live right now. Brought to you in part by Mr. Floor, Smart 265, and Mag Erad. And wherever you are, click on the like button and subscribe so you'll be notified when we hit the air. Podcasts of previous shows available at mightyhouse.net, Stitcher, iTunes, TuneIn, SoundCloud, and on homeimprovementusa.com. Find links to all of them at mightyhouse.net. You can also give us a call on the Mr. Floor helpline. It's 877-711-5611, and you will have a chance to win your choice of Mr. Floor cleaning products. They're all non-toxic and environmentally safe, and you can learn more at MrFloor.com. And the ISEA raffle is coming up. During the break there, we were talking Tesla. They are giving away the Tesla Model X, and the raffle runs through November 29th, and the winning ticket will be drawn on December 5th, 2019. Each ticket is $100, or you can get 4 tickets for the price of 3. And
that's what I did.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I did too. There are only 2,500 tickets being sold, so you want to go to the ISEA, IllinoisSolar.org, and sign up today to get your tickets.
So aside from you and I, there's 2,492 left.
Yes. And then usually what I do is I buy them right in the beginning, and then right at the end, right before, I'll buy another set.
I always
Really?
forget when it's coming, even though we do it every week.
Wow.
Mine are sitting right here.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to say really, really, really quickly, although it's not quick anymore, we have a lot of people saying good morning to us on Facebook. So I just wanted to do my romper room. Good morning, Daniel. Good morning, Ed. Good morning, Will. Good morning, Lance. Good morning, Andrew. Good morning, Jose. Good morning, Heidi. Good morning, Enika. Good morning to whoever else that I missed. Wally. Good morning, and Daniel. Good morning. Good morning. Thanks for watching. Okay, back to your regularly scheduled show with Rich and Ron Cowgill.
Starring Robbie Earhart.
Go on.
There you go. So
there we go.
Are we taking phone calls, or is Trixie just got her own show going back there again? So,
on line 3.
On line 3.
Hi, Andrew.
Hi, Rich. How are you?
Lovely.
Awesome. Thank you for responding to my messages. Or actually, you haven't. Never mind. That's okay.
Wait, was that a shot?
Okay,
I think
that was a shot.
I think it was a shot too.
No,
that was 18-year-old.
That was a passive aggressive shot, right over the bow at you, buddy.
You're fine.
Well
Don't
played.
worry. Thank you so much. All right, on line 3. We have Mike from Forest Park. He's got a roofing vent question.
Oh.
He specifically asked for you guys.
Oh, there you go. Well, that's good, because if he asked for Mike Novak's not here. So it's good that he asked for us. All right. Hey, you're on Mighty House. Thanks for hanging on, buddy. You got some roofing issues?
Yes, sir. We've got a 6-story brick condo, and around the east and west elevation is a roof vent. It's not on the north or south, so it's like 50 by 125 is the building size.
Okay.
There is we got a wood deck above. The building is precast, but on the roof, it's built up with a gravel stop that comes down the side, and it's the actual vents, what they did in 1966, they shimmed it out, and it's like a 1x10, and it's behind the gravel stop, and it's about a 2.5 to 3 inch gap, and they stapled chicken wire, because we get animals up there all the time, and it causes a lot of damage. Long story short, I'm in construction. I work for a subcontractor. All the union roofers that I would call, they're all too busy. The season, plus this has been a very good last 2 years. I called Bone Roofing Supply. I called Richards. We would pay one of you to come here and look at this detail. No, seriously, because one of the board members is ready to sign a contract. On the 29th, we've got to sign this contract. I said, I read his contract. It's one paragraph. He doesn't tell me what he's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you're in construction. You should know. I said, listen, I'm not an expert, okay? There's a gravel stop there. If he screws around with that, we have a siliconized roof. It's a piece of crap, okay? Whenever we do work on the building, I never want anyone up there, because if they cause any damage, we're in big trouble. My fear is, my thought was to cut off the old wood that we want to replace, cut it off at the bottom of the gravel stop so we don't interfere with anything. But what this guy wants to do is hire this guy out of Oak Brook, and I talked to the guy briefly, but he's never called me back, and I said, there's too many red flags. We need to hire either a consultant or a roofer who knows what he's doing, because the only product I found out there was a vent, that can fit in between the space, but you can't get any more information from the supplier. They're the only one I could find, and truthfully, I don't have time to. That's what we pay people to do.
Sure.
So what I suggested was I would consult with a roofing consultant or a building envelope consultant or a really good roofer, because how did you accept a bid from a guy who didn't even look at the 6th floor? I mean, you can't do that. So that's why I called you guys. I trust you guys.
Right.
You could go get a home inspector with like a PhD. That might be a good way to go
Right.
too.
So the
But
will
the other
report.
thing is Crowther Roofing and Lindholm Roofing. Like Lindholm's pretty good size company. I believe they're still a union shop, but you go that route. Now, problem is it won't be your lowest price.
Right. Well, Lindholm,
which you'll probably get as a response and a good job.
Yeah, Lindholm's out of Chicago.
And that's what I told them. They got I don't know, 17 grand or 15 grand. They're all excited. I said, and what are you getting?
Yeah.
What are you signing? If you don't know what he's going to do, and you can't explain it to me, and I'm in construction, and I don't know exactly what I know what
you're absolutely right.
they
If there's
should use, but you know what?
Always explain it the simplest way possible.
We got to get it done. We got to get it done. We got to get it done right away. I said, you're looking for a warm body and a cheap price. Trust me, you'll find others that know what they're doing. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I know the two companies, and I think they advertise on your show, too.
Yeah, they have.
No, actually, neither do. Lindholm actually was a sponsor.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Years ago, but
that's okay.
No, it's fine.
And then AWM Roofing is another one. Greg will take care of you. We work all the time. The problem is, I think everybody's just swamped right now, and currently
they don't understand that. They think if there's a job, they should be able to get it. I said they're busy.
Yeah.
This is what happens when you're dealing with people that like either major in French literature or work in an office. They don't understand that. Especially now, it's time to wrap things up. So I thought maybe one of you guys will pay you to come look at the detail, but I know you're busy too.
Yeah. Yep. No, I mean we're booking for spring right now. That's where we're at. So and it's a labor shortage, and we just can't get enough manpower together to be able to move faster. So we could hire people that don't know what they're doing and send them out there, or we just push out the date, and that's what we're doing. We're pushing out the date.
There you go. Well. One question, have you ever noticed roof vents, not the ones that are in the soffits, but I mean that go around the perimeter? Like a brick building. Have you ever seen that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they staple chicken wire up there, and I really don't want to do that after all the work that we do. So.
Yeah, I would be using the regular
I go get
ridge
galvanized plaster lath.
Yeah, or the ridge vent stuff that you put over the top of a regular ridge vent. You can pack that underneath and then cap it off with aluminum, so that way you don't get the bugs and the squirrels can't get in there. The same principle.
Well, thank you guys. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, exactly.
Swirly things.
Yeah, try Lindholm Roofing. Call them, or you can call Greg.
I got them. I got Crowther, Lindholm, AWM, and Plaster Lath.
Yeah, good.
Thanks a lot.
All right, bud. Good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's Rich has been watching the phone. The big old brick phone from the 70s spin on the screen. That's what he's doing.
That's usually like the wrap it up signal.
Uh-huh.
So I got confused
as
to what you were doing.
Yeah. Rich and I were wrapping it up is what we were doing.
Yeah. I have to restart my computer at the break. I can't open up Chrome.
So confused. Is it time to talk about my nails yet, or does Rich want?
Yes, go ahead.
Really?
Yes, because we have 1-2 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So I want to show it in the camera. Because I'm very happy. So for the ladies who are listening, or for the men who want to do something nice for their ladies,
you can hold it up. I don't know if Andrew can pop that camera up.
Are the guys going to do their nails for their ladies?
No,
or you're
they're going to buy this gift for their ladies. Okay, so the big thing, no chip nails, right?
We'll let her do it now, otherwise it'd be clutter.
Well, there's something else now. Instead of no chip nails, it's a no chip, but it's a dip. And I've heard about people getting dip. Feel it. It's not, it's like, look how thick that is.
No, I can tell. I can see that it's very thick on there.
I know. So what is that kind of like construction stuff like when you have...
I can put that on tools, like for the handles.
Epoxy?
Yeah, it's an epoxy.
Yes!
Rubber coat?
Yeah.
No, it's like a really thick, so that's like glitter and stuff under there.
But it's inside of it.
It's inside.
Yeah, you could use that on a garage floor, dude. I mean, this stuff is like garage floor quality stuff right here.
Here,
polyurea,
am I there yet?
No,
I'm not there yet.
Mix?
Okay, so... People,
yes.
If you've ever thought about getting the dip, and it's the only time that I've had it, so I can't really say how long it's going to last or anything, but it's super duper thick. But they put some coating on, they paint something, and then they dip your finger in powder, and then they coat it again, then dip your finger in powder and coat it again, dip your finger, and they do this
you could probably do that with powder coat, but it's the hand in the oven at 380 for 20
no
minutes.
No hand in the oven.
Yeah.
No hand on the thing. And
did it say Rust-Oleum on the can somewhere?
You're funny.
Right.
And it's an instant dry, and you could do all kinds of different designs. So as soon as the camera is there, I'm just going to go by the camera up there, and I'm going to go on the other camera. I'm going to crawl up there.
During the break, run out and get a ladder.
I'm going to crawl up
here. So keep talking. Yeah, there we go.
Because it's so cool.
Oh, whoa. Look at that.
What?
Oh, that's Rich's fingers.
Come on. I'm going. I'm going.
You're going to come over on this side and hold your hand, because you can hold it up to your camera. Over here, Robbie, just use this camera over here. Yeah, but you're not going to do the right, because there's two cameras up there. One is for Rich and one is for Facebook. So there, right here. Just use this one right here. Oh, no, we don't need it. Oh, is that what you're working on? Okay.
No.
So back your hand up a little bit. Down, right there. There we go. See, look at that. You can't even tell.
I can't see it.
No. It just looks like finger paint. There, stop, right there. Stop, right there. There you go. All right, we're going to take another quick break. We're going to come back with the tip of the week next. You are listening to
Mighty House.
This is Mighty House. Mighty House will return.
Well,
we are something or other.
Hey, who said that? Who said that? Really, who said that?
Yeah, good segment. It's just, that's great. Good job. He could care less what happened.
Right. He's just being, what do they call it? Constructive.
Right. He's just like, good. Another segment down. It's one less I got to worry about now. That's really all he's saying.
Fine with that.
So did you see those 356s they were all parked right next to each other?
Yeah, I saw that. And the black one's just like mine. So
they're all three. They're going today, I think.
I was gonna say, when are they going? Because I tried to watch it last night, but it didn't come on until 9:30.
Really?
Yeah. I swear it said it was starting at like 7, the coverage, but it didn't.
No,
they had a college football game on.
Yeah, no, they were done by 5:30 or 6, something like that.
No, but just when NBC Sports is going to televise it, but the slot.
Got it.
But that's Thursdays, Fridays. Yeah. Today they'll go live.
Yeah. Well, and it's on YouTube live. So if you look it up on YouTube.
Yeah, I've done that. I used to sit in my office. You and I actually.
Yep. Yeah.
I always sit in my office and watch it.
Yep. And that's what I was doing yesterday. I had it going on one screen, and on the other screen, I'm typing estimates and answering emails.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm curious what the 56s go for, because the red one is a dual quad 265, exactly like mine.
Yep.
So that'll be a good indication of value, but you'd be surprised.
They were in worse shape body wise.
Employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Lisa, if you don't like your job, you don't strike. You just go in every day and do it really half-assed. That's the American way.
It's Mighty House. Call Mighty House now at 877-711-5611 and get advice from the experts themselves.
This is Mighty House.
We're broadcasting worldwide and live from 7 to 10 every Saturday at mightyhouse.net, tunein.com. We're also on the Gab Radio Network. Just look for Mighty House Home Improvement Show. You can follow us on Facebook and Instagram by looking for Mighty House Home Improvement Show, and our Twitter handle is @Mighty House. And if you want to sign up for the Klein Tool of the Month, we are giving away an 8-in-1 insulated interchangeable screwdriver set. It is number 32288. And if you give Trixie a call at 877-711-5611, tell her you want to be on the list. Your name's going to go in the Mr. Floor tote bag, and I believe the drawing is going to be today. Isn't that today the last day of the month? Last Saturday of the month? Because next Saturday is the 1st, I believe. So today is, and nobody's answering me. So let me just go with, this is the last day. We're going to have the drawing at the end of the show today.
No, we're going to do it at the end of the show.
Yes. Thanks, Rich. There you
I
go.
was listening to the loudest bird on earth scream.
Oh, yeah?
I got distracted. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's all right.
And I'm not easily distracted, but it was like, so look, squirrel.
Squirrel? Yeah, I saw that pop up earlier this week, too.
Yeah, so I'm sorry, I had to click on it because I can't open Chrome. For whatever reason, it won't open. I'm sure it's a Microsoft issue.
Uh-huh. And Andrew's posting pictures of Robbie's nails. So they're all in there taking pictures and posing for pictures.
Oh, that makes sense.
So that's why they didn't answer. But anyway, you went to Klein Tool of the Month is an 8-in-1 insulated interchangeable screwdriver set. Give Trixie a call at 877-711-5611. Drawing is at the end of the show today. Your name's just going to go in the Mr. Floor tote bag, and we'll have that drawing. Andrew will actually pull a name right after the show. So,
actually, if we did it at the beginning of the show, we could celebrate it all, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, it's okay. Newsletter. If somebody wanted a
newsletter, just go to mightyhouse.net, go to Contact Us page, put in your first name, last name, your email address, scroll on down and click on Boom. Done. You'll know what's going to happen on the show, more or less, each week, guests, and so on.
Yeah, except for, I heard Andrew telling, is it Justin behind you there? He's got somebody else in the studio that's supposed to be learning, but Andrew's not letting him within 10 feet of the board. So I don't know how he's learning. But anyway.
He's a control freak?
No, really? No, Andrew is not a control freak. Please.
Yeah, he is.
No, he is. Definitely he is.
It's a well-oiled machine back here.
So I heard him telling Justin, these guys, they really don't do much show prep or anything. So we don't have to worry about their show.
We don't do much. We don't do any.
I know.
We gotta start closing the studio door now.
I heard a line on a radio show yesterday that absolutely suits our show.
What's that?
For the money we're making doing this show, we don't need advertisers.
There you go. That's exactly it. All right. Are we ready for the tip of the week?
Yes.
All right, if rumbling and cracking sounds are made by the water heater or there never seems to be enough hot water, stop by the Water Heater Warehouse in Northbrook and talk with Bob. He has a full line of 80 Smith professional pro-line water heaters with pure magnesium anode rods. Other places cheap out and use what, Rich?
Aluminum.
And what happens?
Aluminium.
And aluminium does what?
Sludges within 8 days.
And if you go to Bob from Northbrook, he'll give you a water heater with the correct anode rod, and he'll give it to you at wholesale prices at the Water Heater Warehouse in Northbrook, right across the street from Glenbrook North High School. So give Bob a call at 847-564-4448. That's 847-564-4448. And if you want to know more about water heaters, give Bob a call because he's like the water heater guru. And he also sells the Maggie Rad. And
you know what? People always use that joke. Oh, geez, you could write a book.
Yes.
Trust me, he wrote the book.
He wrote the book.
He wrote the book.
And continues to write them. And if you want the Maggie Rad, he has the 2-pound family size. It's approved by all water heater manufacturers. And you can
Does it actually say family size on it?
No, I add that. Because 2-pound family size, it sounds better, doesn't it? Than just a 2-pound. Right? It doesn't
clean your water heater, your kid's water heater.
That's right. And how many Menards stores can you get it at, Rich?
410.
410 at least, and counting. So
and counting.
Yep. So give Bob a call at the Water Heater Warehouse, 847-564-4448. And here we go.
Okay, Sparky.
Nice. All right. So today I want to talk about ventilation.
Roof ventilation?
No, not roof.
Oh.
Roof. No, ventilation, just your house in general.
Oh.
So obviously you need fresh air in your home, but there's a number of different ways to do it. Okay, so by bringing in outdoor air and exhausting stale indoor air, that improves your air quality. However, sometimes the outdoor air is sometimes dirtier than indoor air. You know, say like in California where you've got a wildfire going on over by there, you're going to house will fill up with smoke.
Yeah,
so you can't open the windows.
Yeah, it'll be sooty.
Soot. You'd have soot everywhere. You'd be dusting twice a day.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
And I am making light of the situation. You know why? Because I think those people are morons anyway. They actually are mad because PG&E actually turns off the electric.
Yeah. Yeah.
But last year they're suing them for billions of dollars because they had the electric on.
Yep. Yep. How do you
Can't
really
have it
feel?
both ways, but that's the liberal, stupid Californians.
All right. How do you really feel there, Rich?
That's it. I'm going back to ventilation now. Okay, so the first thing you could do is open your windows. And technically, you shouldn't include this one because it's really not a real solution for most homes.
But
it works.
Okay.
It brings in fresh air. You got, a little nice evening. You get some fresh air in there. It's a beautiful thing.
Sure.
I'm just trying to work the bugs out of my... I got it, though. Okay.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it. There's like a small fruit fly or something. I have no idea where that came from.
Squirrel?
Squirrel. Paracentral fan integrated supply system with the exhaust fans.
Gesundheit.
So, what a central fan integrated supply system does is it's like having a whole house fan.
Okay.
And Panasonic actually makes them where you have bath fans in each bathroom. You have a range, a hood over your range.
Yep.
And they all communicate through your house wire.
Uh-huh.
And what it does is it says under the ASHRAE 62 that you need so many air changes per hour, per person, per square foot, or cubic foot.
Right.
And you just do a little programming when you install it. And like, say you got up in the master bath, you took a shower this morning, so that fan ran. It knows that, so then it'll turn the fan on at the other end of the house.
Oh, so they talk behind your back is what you're saying.
Yeah. But it's kind of a good thing because then it puts fresh air in. But yeah, it talks behind your back.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
They're all talking.
They're all talking.
So,
let's go to the next page.
So then they're automatically going through those air changes per hour. And if you leave a window open or you have some other ventilation stuff, the air will just come in that way, or when you open the doors and stuff.
Right.
Got it.
So you could put a supply fan with your exhaust fan. So that's kind of the same thing, but that's the QU fresh fan. So
Okay.
Air King makes that one. But here's a good one for you. Pair a ventilating dehumidifier with the exhaust fans.
Uh-huh.
Because the other thing that I've found out recently is that, did you know to get rid of radon in your house, all you need to do is add a fresh air intake and a dehumidifier?
No.
That's what the licensed guys here do.
No.
Yes. By bringing in outside air and running it through a dehumidifier, we're not adding humidity to the space, but you are now positively pressuring the house so that it can't creep in.
No.
So it wasn't just me?
No, I'm not buying that one.
I didn't buy it either. He wanted $9,700. I go, dude, you're supposed to drill a hole in the floor, dig a little hole, run the pipe outside, and put a fan on it.
Right.
Depressurize the slab. Get
Right.
rid of the radon. Don't mask it by putting more oxygen in here.
Right. Yeah, all they're doing is diluting the air. It doesn't, it's just to lower the number.
That's what I said.
It's still there. Oh.
Right?
Right?
I would use a heater or energy recovery ventilator.
There you go. All right. I think that's the end of the tip of the week.
Wasn't a very good one this week.
We'll be back right after this.
This is Mighty House. Mighty House will return.
Hello, this is State Representative Nicholas Smith. I hope you'll join me on.
So it sounded better on paper, Rich?
All over Illinois and across the country.
Oh, that's an old one.
Yeah.
I'm going to call that one smart ventilation.
Smart ventilation. There you go.
Because I was typing notes, and I talked about how you have the traditional idea of opening your window, but with these coordinated fans, it basically simplifies the process.
Wow, he's making it sound good, Rich.
I know, except for that whole thing I went off in California, but
you went off.
You're off the rails there, brother.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Okay, back to Corvettes. So,
yes.
Those three, they all look like the original barn finds that they just hosed off.
Are they? You don't know if there's the same owners on all three or anything?
No. Well, two were parked right next to each other, and then the third one was like across the aisle. But they were all basically in the same condition. Some of them were missing like a taillight cover or something, stuff like that. But I would say
it's pretty amazing how many parts, considering they built 3,300 56s. It's amazing how many parts are still available.
They total built 3,300 that year.
Yep.
And how many are still out there?
But they figure there's about 1,500.
1,500 is still available.
Yeah. Because in 1955, the Thunderbird was outselling the Corvette so much that Chevrolet was going to kill the Corvette. That was going to be the end of it in 1955. And then Zors Arkus Duntov, he designed the 56 and took it to Daytona Speed Week and set new speed record. And, of course, radically changed the body style, put a V8 in it, even though it was a little 265.
Right.
But that's actually what saved the Corvette, was the 1956 Corvette.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's the part about it that I like because, well, I mean, hell, the mid-engine's out there for $70,000 now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Which, I don't remember who it was. It wasn't Motor Trend, but maybe it was. But somebody just took the brand new Corvette mid-engine to their own dyno testing.
Yeah.
And it was higher than the rated.
Really?
Yeah, like it's supposed to be 480 horsepower or whatever. It was doing like 536 on its normal pulls. Like 4 different pulls on the dyno. I'm like, that's cool.
Yeah, that's like back in the 60s and early 70s when they derated. They actually, the ratings for the horsepower was a lot higher. They just wrote it down lower to keep insurance rates down.
Right. Well, and you remember we wouldn't remember that, but back in the day, brake horsepower was a big thing because that's how you were taxed.
Yes. Yeah. Hang on.
Higher the horsepower, the higher the tax.
Okay. Thanks. Our next guest is available.
So you slowed down then, huh? You found time to go to the auction Thursday?
I had to go down to, I'm sorry, what was that, Andrew? He's not talking to us. Okay. I had to go down to see if I could get that RV.
So you were aware of that prior to?
Oh yeah, because I get Meekum sends me every auction. I get the list all around the country, but a lot of times I don't look. So, but this was in Chicago, so I figured
they send them all to Richard Vision Design Build.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, that's been defunct for a while.
So yeah, and that's why I sent you that link to the live feed yesterday. I don't know if you ever got it, but
yeah.
So I saw it. And I thought, well, I got to go see if I can get this thing because if it sells for $5,000, I'm going to kick myself for not being down there.
But $57,000, huh?
It went for $57,000.
So you were off by 95%.
Yes. I could not believe it. And then the other guys I was standing around, we were all looking at each other, saying, "You know what? That's just an upside down aluminum tub."
I think the thing is there is some historic significance to this particular vehicle because I told you, I asked you, was this built in the 40s? Because that's exactly what it looked like.
Yep, it's 37.
So you're saying it was built in 1937 and they supposedly built 10 of them.
Right, yeah.
And how many are known to exist?
Just a couple. There's only like 2 or 3. And I could only find one other picture of them.
So the point being is because it's a literally production made, so to you know what I mean?
Yep.
One of.
Yep.
With limited, somebody will just. I mean, that thing's cool. Gina was laughing. She's like, it looks like a bug. It's got a little nose on it and everything.
Yep. Yeah. So, and then there was a 63 Eldorado Cadillac wagon. And I thought, a wagon. And I thought, that's pretty cool. It kind of looks like a hearse, but not with a taller roof,
Was it no, because the flower car was always open back.
Yeah. But so I was looking at that. And I thought, well, that'd be hilarious to get that. So then I was standing around and that went for $32,000. I was like, nah, forget it. No way.
So that's the problem. You should go to Dallas.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, watch the Dallas auction. It's like nobody has money down there.
Really?
Or they're not into cars. They'd rather buy horses.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, I mean, I watched the Dallas auction, and it seems like stuff goes away for free.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A couple of grand, you know what I mean? Like, oh, my God, this guy's losing his butt.
Yeah. No, I know. And then yesterday I was watching it, and there were some going like that. The no reserve stuff, some of them were selling really, really cheap. There were so many people there on Thursday, way more than I have ever seen at a Meekum auction.
On a Thursday?
On a Thursday, the place was packed.
Wow.
So, we'll see. If I've got time, I might run back down there this afternoon.
I do like them. They're just
inviting
I
you to join
I just like walking
here
around
on WCGO every Saturday evening starting at 8 p.m. for the
I think we're
original
coming
Big
back.
Band Showcase. I play the music of the 1920s, 30s, 40s, and some of the good big bands working today. And from time to time,
He's got
I'll
some
have
nice
interviews
pipes.
with the people who made the music so popular. So that's every Saturday evening starting at 8 p.m. right here on WCGO, the original big band
He's got some nice
showcase.
pipes. I like
Join
his
me, won't you?
pipes. Yeah,
This
why can't I
weekend,
have
check
pipes
out
like that?
Retire with Integrity with Brian Bowen. My name is Tug Coward. I co-host the show with Brian, and we talk about things that are going to make a difference in your life when it comes to your financial future.
Retire Integrity is about planning for your future, whether you are retired or you want to stay retired. On this week's show, we're talking about legacy planning. Who is getting what?
Retire with Integrity. Listen every Sunday morning at 6, only on Smart Talk, 1590 WCGO.
Here I come to save the day.
Welcome to Mighty House. This is a radio show for people with problems. Home improvement problems, that is. Send an email now to robbie@mightyhouse.net or call into the show at 877-711-5611. From foundation leaks to roof repairs, the Mighty House team is on the job. You're listening to
Mighty House.
I'm Ron Cowgill, and the Mighty House team is back with Hour 2 of the show. You can join us on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and Periscope Live right now. Brought to you in part by Mr. Floor, Smart 265, and Mag Erad. And wherever you're watching, click on the like button and subscribe so you'll be notified when we hit the air. We're broadcasting worldwide and live from 7 to 10 every Saturday at mightyhouse.net, tunein.com. We're also on the Gab Radio Network. Just look for Mighty House Home Improvement Show. Podcasts of previous shows available at mightyhouse.net, Stitcher, iTunes, TuneIn, SoundCloud, and on homeimprovementusa.com. Find links to all them at mightyhouse.net. Video clips of the show are available at mightyhouse.net and on our Mighty House YouTube channel. And you can follow us on Facebook and Instagram by looking for Mighty House Home Improvement Show. And our Twitter handle is at Mighty House. You know what? You can also give us a call on the Mr. Floor helpline, 877-711-5611. And you will have a chance to win your choice of Mr. Floor cleaning products. They're all non-toxic and environmentally safe. And you can learn more at MrFloor.com. And if you want to sign up for the Klein Tool of the Month, we're going to have that drawing today. Give Trixie a call, 877-711-5611. And we will be giving away an 8-in-1 insulated interchangeable screwdriver set from Klein Tools. And that is the Klein Tool of the Month. Again, 877-711-5611. Give Trixie a call. Tell her you want to be on the list. Your name will go into the Mr. Floor tote bag, and we'll have the drawing at the end of the show today. So with that, let's go to the phones here. And
will we?
Yeah, we've got Robin Sands on. She's the executive director for the Northwest Housing Partnership. And Robin, are you there? Hello?
I am here.
Hey, Robin. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So you want to explain what the Northwest Housing Partnership is?
Sure. We are a nonprofit affordable housing agency that's been around, based in Schaumburg for about 30 years. And our main focus is home repair, which is right up your alley. We buy foreclosed homes, rehab them, and sell them.
Okay.
We have a lot of programs for seniors, and we also do, in partnership with private developers, larger low-income senior housing developments. We have one in Bartlett, Sugar Grove, and Forest Park.
So is this all slanted towards seniors?
No, it's not all slanted towards seniors. It's all mostly slanted towards people who are low to moderate income.
Got it. So lots of radio people is what you're saying.
Hey.
Hey, that's right. And a lot of people, we work a lot with home improvement folks, contractors and project managers and all kinds of people.
Excellent. So, you only do this in Schaumburg, or is there other areas that you do this?
No, we're based in Schaumburg, but we cover, Sugar Grove, we have a development, so we can do work almost anywhere, but most of our projects are in Cook County, northwest suburbs, and then we also have a lot of foreclosed homes that we've bought in Bellwood, Maywood, Berwyn, Cicero, Forest Park, Franklin Park, that whole area.
Okay, so you're not just building new homes; you're rehabbing existing ones. Then
it sounds a little like it sounds a little like Habitat for Humanity, where they build homes for low-income families. Do you get compared
We
to
don't
them a
build
lot?
homes. We don't build any new homes.
Oh, you don't? Okay.
And we don't use volunteers to do the work. That's the main difference.
Okay.
I mean, the similarity is that, we're nonprofit and we want to help low to moderate income people be homeowners and to have homes that are safe by helping them with home repairs.
Got it. So,
But go ahead.
I was going to say, so what if someone already has their home and they're needing some help to be able to stay there? Is that another part of that program too then?
Right, and so that's what I wanted to mainly talk about.
Oh, look at that!
We do have. Yay!
There.
Glad
Okay,
we did.
Robin, the ball is on the tee. It's all yours. Swing.
Okay. We started a senior handyman program almost 6 years ago in some of the northwest suburban communities.
Okay.
And then, excuse me, I'm a little foggy. Then about a year and a half ago, we started a program called Capable. And Capable stands for Community Aging in Place, Advancing Better Living for Elders.
Wow.
And it's modeled after a program, based at Johns Hopkins University in Baltimore. They started this, I don't know, maybe 8 to 10 years ago. And then we were the only program in in Illinois and Chicago area to take on this program here. Now there's one other in one part of Chicago as well. So basically the way that works is that besides providing handyman services, we also provide people with an occupational therapist and a nurse who goes to their home.
You could use one of those.
Wait a minute.
And it's free. It's free.
It's free. Robbie,
free.
Go ahead.
What are the requirements?
So you have to be 65 years or older.
Check.
You have to live in the communities of Palatine, Rolling Meadows, Mount Prospect, Arlington Heights, Buffalo Grove, Des Plaines, actually any community in Palatine or Wheeling Township. And then we just added Maywood, Bellwood, and Cicero.
Uncheck, but go on.
And Berwyn.
Okay.
Not Bellwood, Berwyn.
Okay, so
Anyway,
you have to be a senior and live in that community.
A senior living in those communities, you have to be a senior who can basically take care of yourself living in your home. So we don't really, the program isn't appropriate for people who are homebound or very disabled.
Okay.
It's more for people that might have, issues, but can basically, be okay in their home because this is supposed to help them stay in their home safely.
Well, everybody qualifies then.
Right.
Everybody has issues.
Do you have to be a certain income level?
There's no income requirements at all. If you're most people are at the low to moderate income level, but if you happen to be at a higher income level, the only thing that you might have to pay for is the handyman part of the services or some of the supplies that the handyman may have to buy for your home. But actually everybody we have, I think, 25 people in the program right now, and I don't think anybody's paid for anything yet. So the way it works is that you're in the program for 4 months. You get 6 visits by an occupational therapist and up to 4 visits by a nurse. The occupational therapist goes through the person's entire home with the client and determines what needs to be repaired. These are minor repairs. These aren't major repairs.
Okay.
So that the home is safe. So it's handrails, grab bars, making sure that carpets aren't slipping, that they're tacked down well. And we also will buy things for people. We will buy like reachers, things to help open jars, things, all different kinds of adaptable things that will help a person, be at home safely.
Okay, Robin, this is one of those things where I'm like, this sounds too good to be true. This is an amazing program. And how come we've never heard of this before?
Well, thank you.
I mean, so you're going in with a nurse, an occupational therapist. You're going in with a handyman for 4 months.
Right.
Why have we
Yep.
never heard of this?
And you know what? Well, it's new, first of all, and you know, we've been actually we started developing it about a year and a half ago. It's been up and running just about a year, and it's been hard to market it, honestly. So this is great that you're having me on the show because, believe it or not, a lot of seniors that we talk to don't want to participate.
Well,
you know, they don't feel like they have any problems or
Right.
issues.
Yep. Well, that should be for somebody else. That's really not me. I'm okay. I'll be all right. Just there's someone else
And
that's
so we
in more
really
need.
want to help. Yeah.
Yep.
So we find that it's great that people in these communities are doing fairly well. So some of the older people that we talk to, like 80 and older, seem to be a little bit more interested. We do have a few clients that are younger. And we get a lot of our clients right now from people that have been using our handyman services for the last 5-6 years.
Okay. Well,
But
okay.
then we market in all these communities. Go ahead.
All right. So we got to take a break here real quick, Robin. So hang on a second. We're talking with Robin Sands. Sure. She is the executive director for the Northwest Housing Partnership out in Schaumburg. And there's a bunch of communities there that you can do. So hang on through the break, and then we're going to talk about how you can get involved and help
amazing.
This out. So hang on, Robin. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more right after this. You are listening to
Mighty House. This is Mighty House. Mighty House will return.
This is John Daniel, the sheet metal workers of Smart Local 265. You may know the Smart Union member.
There we go. Clear.
Robin, hold on through the break, okay? It's just a commercial break we have to take.
And you're still live on the Facebook, the Twitter, and the Periscope. So you just make you aware of that.
Yeah, I didn't realize all of this was in the program. That's amazing.
Yeah.
And I can't believe that you're having trouble finding people.
Well, most people don't want to think that, they need help. Oh, I'm fine.
Right.
Is Robin still there?
Yeah, she's listening.
She's not saying
Here,
anything.
can you hear me?
Okay, there we go. Now I can hear you.
Yeah. So that's for her down the street. She's got more problems than me. I'm okay. I'll be fine. Just leave me alone. It's that loner thing, probably. Where I'm fine. I'll be okay. I don't need the help.
Right.
So.
It's true because I've met with a lot of these people, and it's amazing how isolated they are and don't even realize all the kind of help that is available for them. I mean, even that senior centers provide and so forth. So the other positive thing that happens.
You don't want to go to the senior center. That's for seniors.
Well, I know.
I'm not a
these
senior.
People, and they're in their 70s and 80s, and they still feel that way. I mean, I get it.
Right.
I get it.
Yeah.
But and I think with our handyman program, which is just the handyman and not the capable part, we have the same thing. We have a hard time getting people that are a little higher income who'd rather pay $70, $80 an hour for their handyman services than pay the $35 an hour that you pay if you're higher income and need the service.
Wow.
All right,
So
we're gonna
hang on.
Only pay for what you need.
See, I work construction. I build things. I don't know if y'all realize the pressure a man like me's got on him.
This is Mighty House.
All right, you can follow us on Facebook by looking for Mighty House Home Improvement Show, and our Twitter handle is @Mighty House. You can also give us a call on the Mr. Floor helpline. It's 877-711-5611, and you will have a chance to win your choice of Mr. Floor cleaning products. They're all non-toxic and environmentally safe, and you can learn more at MrFloor.com. And if somebody wanted to sign up for the newsletter, Rich, how can they do that?
Oh, you go over to mightyhouse.net, click on the Contact Us page. Just put in your first, last name, your email address, scroll on down, and click on Boom, Done.
Boom, done, right there.
That's it, man. It's that simple.
All right. And Robin, are you still on the phone?
I'm still here.
Okay. We're talking with Robin Sands. She's the executive director for the Northwest Housing Partnership out in Schaumburg. And again, for somebody that was just tuning in, what is it, real quickly, that your organization does?
Well, we provide a variety of services for low to moderate and any income people that need various types of housing assistance.
And
so,
in what areas?
Pretty much all over Cook County and some of the outlying counties.
Okay.
We are pretty broad.
Okay. There you go. Okay. So we were talking about this. How does someone get involved in this? This is primarily for seniors, but it's also for lower income people, correct?
Low to moderate income people. Our handyman program that we have is for any income people, for people 60 years and older.
Okay.
They would just pay either $15, $25, or $35 an hour, depending on what their income is.
Got it.
But most of our programs do have some income guidelines. But this capable program that I've been talking about, where we get extra services besides handyman and handyman, do not have an income level.
Right. Okay, so now, how does somebody get involved with this? Whether they want to be the handyman side of things and actually lend a hand, or for those people that might be looking for some assistance, how do they get involved with this?
Okay. Well, there's a couple of ways. I think the first thing is that if you want to learn all about our programs, go to our website at nwhp.net. And our contact information is there. If you don't remember the phone number I'm about to give you, 847-969-0561.
Okay.
But it's nwhp.net.
NWHP.
And it has everything on there, all of our programs. Mm-hmm.
Right, NWHP.
N is in Nancy.
Yep.
Yep, our initials for our acronym.
Right. Northwest. What is it? Housing Partnership.
Yep.
Northwest Housing Partnership. There you
go.
Okay. So
if you had signed up for the newsletter, the link was there.
Yes, and the link is in the newsletter too. All right, so
right.
So now, if let's talk about are you guys hiring people for this? Is there like a training program for this handyman services? Are you only looking for people that really already know what they're doing? Are you providing companies? How does that system work?
We have three handymen. We can, we are always interested in more. If somebody wants to contact us about that, we mainly have to have people that are insured. You don't have to be bonded. Have some experience, and are able to go to the communities that we serve, which are some in the west suburbs like Maywood and Berwyn and Cicero, but mostly in the northwest suburbs.
Okay.
Now, are you looking for volunteers to do this, or are you looking for paid?
To get volunteers.
I'm sorry?
It's nice to get volunteers. It'd be nice to have volunteers, but actually we do pay $35 an hour. Most jobs are for an hour or two, and in addition, we don't stop a handyman if a client says, you know what, I really would like to get my bedroom painted, or I need new carpeting, whatever. That's outside of our handyman services, but if they want to hire the handyman to do the extra work, they can do that on their own.
Wow. So
okay, this is getting more and more interesting every minute I think of this. I mean, so you're helping low incomes, you're helping seniors, and you're paying handyman, and you're taking volunteers.
Yes, we don't honestly use that many volunteers, but occasionally we've had people call and say, I'd like to volunteer. If they truly, truly, really want to volunteer and not get paid, that's great, but most people would like to get paid.
Well, and I think you're going to get a different level of workmanship if you're paying people then too, because they're coming in, they're getting paid, so it's like a regular job for them, and you're going to think, volunteers, they may not know what they're doing, but they just want to help. And somebody that's getting paid is generally going to be somebody that knows what they're doing.
We want people that are going to, we want people who are going to be responsible, and we leave it up to the handyman to contact the client, so they make arrangements themselves.
Got it.
So you have to have somebody that's responsible with experience and who's going to show up when they say they're going to show up, and those kinds of things.
Right. So is there a qualifying process for these contractors when they come in?
Well, I usually meet with them, and discuss what what they've done, how long they've been working. Right now, the people that we have as handymen, one's a fireman that's been doing, this kind of work for a while and does this, kind of on the side. Another one, and the other two are people that have been handymen for, quite a while.
Right. So you have to pass the Robin test, is what you're saying.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yep.
So if you pass the Robin test, then you're in. So then, and again, if somebody wanted to sign up for this program to find out if they qualify as a homeowner, then it's nwhp.net, and then you can go on there and fill out an application. Is that how that works?
You don't necessarily have to fill out an application. It's probably best just to call us, but you can, if you don't remember the phone number, you can just get the phone number by going to the website.
Okay.
Easier that way.
Okay.
You're making this so easy.
Yeah.
And you don't have to be a homeowner. That's the other thing. You can be a renter to get the handyman and the capable program. You just can't do anything that's going to put in grab bars or things like that unless the owner of the property says it's okay.
Got it. So, but you could come in and they could paint and fix things around there, maybe if the landlord's not getting it done?
Yes.
Okay. There you go.
Yes.
Okay, so then the big question here, I'm surprised Robbie hasn't come up with it yet. How do you fund all this?
Thank you.
Well, we get two ways. We get grants. We got several grants to start that capable program.
I love that program.
Yeah, that funding goes through December of 2020, and right now we're working on trying to get additional funding so that we can make this program go past December 2020, which is a little over a year from now. I'm feeling hopeful about that. We also found out that Medicare is probably going to be covering the kinds of OT and nurse services that we do provide. So, but hopefully by December 2020, we will be able to bill some of this out to Medicare, possibly. We'll see. And then, since we do get paid for the handyman services, either $15, $25, or $35 an hour, depending on people's income, that pays for about half of the handyman program. And then we had grants to help support the other half.
Got it.
But anybody that's out there listening that wants to provide us support, don't make donations of funds for these programs, that'd be fantastic.
And why are you limited right now? I mean, I guess you have to be limited, but you said
Is she talking into her mic? I can barely hear her.
Yeah, she is.
Palatine, you said you're limited to these areas because why?
Well, we're limited mainly because we don't have, our program only can support so many people.
Mm-hmm.
And we expanded recently to Maywood, Cicero, and Berwyn so that we already work in those communities, and so we figured let's expand out there so we can try to attract more clients. Eventually, we'd like to expand to a larger area as long as we have the funding and the capacity of handymen and so forth to do it. So it's right now it's more like a demonstration project, and then if we continue on, hopefully, then we can enlarge the scope of the area.
And how long have you been doing this?
This capable program we've been doing only about a year.
Okay.
The handyman program itself is about a little over 5 years, and our whole organization has been in existence for 30 years doing, all kinds of things. We do housing counseling, a lot of stuff. Mm-hmm.
Amazing. Never heard of it. It is the Northwest Housing Project, correct? Or partnership. Northwest Housing Partnership.
Right. Robin, I think we've been saying your last name incorrect. What is your last name?
It's Sandys.
Sandys. Oh,
okay.
Got it. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
That's okay. But, we also have a Facebook page. If you just plug in Northwest Housing Partnership into Facebook, that's where our most up-to-date information is. We have houses that we have for sale on there that we bought that were foreclosed. We have, information about workshops, whatever's going on currently. And our website is very extensive as well.
Wow. You guys got your hands in a bunch of stuff there, and you've been doing it very quietly, it seems like.
Well, I mean, there are not many organizations like ours in this whole area.
None that
There's
I've heard of.
Some that do a little bit of different things, but no one that does as much as we do. But yeah, this is a great way to get the word out more. We've had articles written in the Tribune and the Herald, and we've had stuff out there, but it's not easy to promote.
No, it's not. Well,
so thank you.
Yeah, Andrew will get this posted up. We'll have it set up separately as a podcast, and so we'll be able to help push it that way through a bunch of different avenues. And Andrew's a young buck around here, so he knows how to post all that stuff all over the place.
Yeah, it's going to be everywhere. And if there's anything new, you can just feel free to contact us. You have our email.
Yep.
So if there's anything new or anything that you want us to promote, this is an amazing, amazing partnership. I can't believe we've never heard of this.
That's right. Robin Sandy's, and it's the Northwest Housing Partnership, and the website is nwhp.net, nwhp.net for more information. You can also check them out on their Facebook page. And then the phone number again, Robin?
847-969-0561, and that's Monday through Friday, regular business hours.
Okay. All right. So 7 to 5:30.
You can always leave us a message, though.
Okay. All right,
but
good.
We can always leave us a message. Yep.
Excellent. All right. Well, I appreciate your time, Robin. We're going to take a break,
much.
and we'll talk to you soon again.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right.
Thanks,
Robin.
Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Right. Bye. We'll be back right after this with more. You're listening to
Mighty House.
This is
Always better be back.
Mighty House. Mighty House will return.
The Small Business Advocacy Council.
Clear. Okay.
What did Rich say?
I didn't. He's having trouble hearing you.
I don't know why, because today I'm really talking in the mic.
Yeah, she is.
Robbie, what were you trying to indicate to me right before the break?
I don't know. You were doing this earlier.
I was saying let's talk during the break.
About what?
Because you were looking at, you were like signaling to me something.
No.
Did you have something, a concern or something, or no?
No.
Okay, that's
No.
fine. Just want to be sure.
That's why. That's why it was this. Talk.
I just saw him doing
break.
it looked like he was doing this. He was doing this, one of these things, whatever these
Talk.
things are.
It's the glare of the glass.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Talk during the break. There you go.
And then I also put some exposure and brilliance on that picture you sent me of your
I
nails
can't hear
to make
him.
it more flashy, because you really wanted the nails to pop. So if you look on Facebook, you can see.
Thank you. And you know what? This program, however you can get this program, podcasted out, Instagram out, this program is amazing.
Yeah.
Free nursing, free occupational therapy, handyman service. Come on.
It's great. No, I'm
homes.
gonna post about it
They're
soon.
buying homes.
Buying and
Did you see the pic? Did you like the pictures
Yep.
and the OTP pic and the phone number I put up there? Good.
Yep. No.
Cool.
You're
All right.
you're rocking, brother.
36 seconds.
You're rocking.
Yes.
That's
the
it.
payment is due today, by the way. It's like after the show.
Oh, that's why.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
No. That's not why.
Yeah. Yeah. You got to send me an email there, man.
I will.
Okay.
Thank you.
I was wondering where it was going.
You're all good.
Because they haven't heard that Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance, so you only pay for what you need.
Let's see.
No, it's because Limu keeps eating the chips on Janine's desk, and her keyboard, and her expense reports, and her stress balls, and
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Only pay for what you need at Liberty.
Why must life be so hard? Why must I fail in every attempt at masonry?
It's Mighty House. Call Mighty House now at 877-711-5611 and get advice from the experts themselves.
This is Mighty House.
You can join us on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and Periscope Live right now. Brought to you in part by Mr. Floor, Smart 265, and Maggie Rad. And wherever you're watching, you can click on the like button and subscribe so you'll be notified when we hit the air. You can follow us on Facebook and Instagram by looking for Mighty House Home Improvement Show, and our Twitter handle is @MightyHouse. You can also give us a call on the Mr. Floor helpline. It's 877-711-5611, and you will have a chance to win your choice of Mr. Floor cleaning products. They're all non-toxic and environmentally safe, and you can learn more at MrFloor.com. There you go. All right. So, interesting program. And if you want to get, again, more information for Robin and her program, it was the Northwest Housing Partnership, and that is nwhp.net for more information. If you're looking for a gig, you want to do some handyman service, or if you're looking to get some work done around the house.
$35 an hour.
Down to 15, she said. So depending on your
it's
income.
Based on your.
No, but I'm saying that's what. So it's good all the way around because you're paying a handyman $35 an hour.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. No, that's good.
And
that's
then
good.
the homeowner's only paying $15.
Yeah. Depending on their income, up to 35. But still, you're using their.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And then I love.
It's just not chucking the truck. She did state that you have to have insurance, so you need to carry a liability policy. You don't have to be bonded, but that's not a big thing.
Right.
But
and occupational therapy and a nurse to come in your home. Come on. I know from experience those things are hard to come by and they're very expensive.
Yep. So there you go. All right. So nwhp.net for more info. And thanks to Robin for coming on and spending a little time with us today. So next up.
And then.
Let's see what we got here. There was one other.
Well, you know what? As you're going to go to the next thing, I'm just going to give a teeny little shout out to my niece.
Okay.
Who, over the summer, she did an internship at the marketing company that was hired to help that program. I don't want to say the wrong things, but she did an internship at this nonprofit organization.
Okay.
And that's how we found out about this.
Oh, cool.
Because at the last day, they all went out to lunch. And they said, we really need to promote this, new program that's going on and blah, blah. And my niece was like, there's a radio show.
So she's helping us.
So, yeah thanks to her and the company that she worked with over the summer.
She's our new booking agent, right?
Well, thank you.
There we go. All right.
Nice.
There you go. Okay, so the leaves are starting to fly, at least up here, in the northern hinterlands of the U.S.
No, we still can't get below 88 degrees.
I know. Some people have that problem, and I understand.
Too much sunshine. I had to close the blinds again.
Oh, jeez. So the leaves are flying, gutters are getting filled up, downspouts are getting filled up.
Clogged.
So now is the time. Everybody says, "Oh, I need gutter guards. I need to have gutter guards put on."
Yes, you should.
You should.
Yes, you want to keep the leaves out of your gutters because they're paying to clean the gutters.
Right. And then.
So if you put gutter guards on, you'll never have anything in your gutters ever again.
Perfect. Yeah, I was walking my dog yesterday.
Because the rain goes over the top and in, but.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was walking my dog yesterday. The neighbor came out and he's looking at his roof. I'm like, what are you doing? He goes, making sure my gutter guards are up. I'm like, oh, okay. But so they're great. They do what they're supposed to do.
If they work. But the
they don't work?
No, they don't work.
Oh.
No, there's picture.
They have to work. I saw it on TV.
Exactly.
Sure. No, I know. And now there's even been on the radio, there's a company that says if your gutters ever are clogged, they'll come out and clean them for the life of the gutter system.
Gotcha.
The reality is they better have some gutter guard. They have some cleaning people to come out and clean them because they do clog. They do fill up. A little debris still gets between the screens or even flows in there. And then eventually the gutters are full of dirt and debris and they get the seeds in. Yeah. And then the trees and the stuff start to grow out of them. And if you've got the one-piece gutter guard that's like all part of the gutter and everything, you can't get into those to open them up to clean them. And so those are really an issue. Then we end up cutting those off to try and get into to actually clean the gutters out so that they work properly.
Well, why are you cutting them off if the gutter company is supposed to be out there?
Because they're no longer in existence. They're gone. So.
No.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for the life of the company, which could be 3 years or 20 years. You don't know. So the reality is if you've got gutters and you want to put gutter guards on because you have a lot of trees, a lot of leaf debris, you can put gutter guards on, but buy the cheapy ones that you get at the big box store or at the hardware store. They're about 3 feet long and you just slide them underneath the shingle and clip them into the front of the gutter.
See, and I actually like those because then you can take one off the, where the downspout is, pull that off, clean the downspout, and then the other end you can take one off and rinse the thing out.
Right.
So I don't mind those so much, the gutter helmets and a number of different brands like that, but those aren't so bad.
Yep.
But I wouldn't get the one-piece extruded gutter because, like you said, you can't get into them to clean them.
Nope.
Rich?
And
I was just going to say, I'm scrolling through my Facebook news feed, and it just pops up, a gutter guard.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't look for this. I'm just scrolling through.
That's Andrew.
When was it posted? If it was posted last week, it was me, because I did post about gutters.
Oh, no, this is an ad that just popped up as we were talking about this.
See how that works? So here's the thing with the gutter guards. If the leaves are dry, like what is showing in that video, the leaves nicely, they blow off.
Yes, they are. They're just...
it's flowing off. What happens when those leaves are wet? It becomes paper mache over the top of it. And so pretty soon you've got this layer of thick, heavy leaves that are wet sitting over the gutter. And guess what? The water can't get into the gutter. So now it's just overflowing the gutters. And you think you've got a problem. So you want to be able to
Well, if you didn't, you will soon.
Yeah. You're still going to need to get in there. Now, what happens is that paper mache leaf layer stays on there. It makes it easier to get it off, but you still have to get up there and get it cleaned off and get the leaves off there. And like Rich said, if there is a problem, you still once or twice a year, you want to pop the screens out, take a hose up there, hose out the gutters, make sure they're still clean, and the downspouts are open and flowing freely. So a lot of times guys come through, if they just do gutter cleaning, they just clean the gutter. They don't clean the downspouts. Well, you need to clean the downspouts because that's where the water goes. So you want to make sure that everything is flowing when you clean the gutters. So hopefully the people that are just walking along your roof with the leaf blower and they're just blowing it out, they're actually blowing it down the downspout to make sure those are flowing too. And you can give them a hose and tell them to run it down there, make sure it runs out. And then extend those gutter downspouts out. How many feet there, Rich?
At least 3 feet from your foundation.
Yeah. And preferably into the neighbor's yard if you can.
No.
Oh, wait.
We have a request.
They have ordinances against that.
Yeah.
We have a request on Facebook Live.
Okay.
Stop the gutter talk.
Stop gutter talk?
Right.
like bad talk, gutter.
Your
mind is in the gutter.
Yeah.
Stop the gutter talk.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Come on, Rich. It's funny.
No, it's not. So anyway, you know that
I thought it was funny.
This is the time of year when everybody sends us emails. What gutter guards are best? The best ones are none. And if you must, buy the cheapest little screen things that you can get up there, but don't think you're going to not be cleaning your gutters. You're going to be cleaning your gutters.
Right.
It's just you want to buy a gutter guard that's going to be easy to pop back off so that you can clean them when you have to. You just don't have to maybe not clean them as often because they're keeping the bigger chunks out. So that's how that works. So cordless tools. I was talking about that in the first hour a little bit. And
before I got here.
Yeah. Well, you got delayed at the bridge, I think.
Yes.
Or was there a train? The train.
Well, they are doing some, slip lining new sewers in. So.
Oh yeah. So.
Traffic's backed up.
So, and I know we've talked about the lithium ion batteries before, and I think that's really the way to go with lithium ion. And have you been seeing the newer tools and stuff that are coming out, the bigger tools that are coming out? I mean, they're running full size, saws and chop boxes with these things now.
Yeah.
And it's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like if I'm going to be on a job running trim all day, I really don't have a problem bringing a cord.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I still believe that, like I have all my battery tools, but I still believe they're more for maintenance. Like screw guns are different, but
yep.
I wouldn't run a table saw or a chop box on a battery. I mean, that's just weird.
It's just weird. But they're making them.
I know.
They're making them.
Well, like I said, I mean, if you're maintenance, if you're maintenance guy, if you're handyman, those things make perfect sense. You're only going to be there an hour or two. You know what I mean? You don't want to be
make a couple of cuts.
Make a couple of cuts. But I mean, if you're a carpenter, a trim carpenter doing a house, just bring the cord.
Yep.
I mean, seriously, the battery's just not worth it. But so I think every tool has its place, no doubt.
Yep.
So, the last tool I bought a couple of weeks ago, my grinder died. So I was looking for a new one. And one thing I always hated with my grinder is I hate when you turn it on, it's 3,500 RPM.
Like now.
And so I actually looked around and I found one that is a variable speed.
Oh, wow.
And they're 3 times the money for that one rheostat. But it's worth it. So I was using it yesterday, and it was awesome because I could put it on 2, and it wasn't going 3,500 RPM. It wasn't as scary and loud, but you could actually control it better.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was definitely it was nice.
Cool. All right, we got a phone call. Can we squeeze it in real quick?
Yeah, Jeff from Nachi. He's got a comment on gutters.
Okay, go ahead, real quick. We got about a. Hey Jeff, we got about a minute and a half.
I thought he'd tell us how to use dehumidifiers to
real
solve
quick.
Yeah,
radon.
Go.
Oh, yeah, let's not get into that. All they're trying to do is bank on the 3.8 half-life of radon gas.
Right.
But, they're just trying to pressurize it so hopefully it dies, the gas goes away before it can turn into lead and a few other things, and you take that in. Anyway.
Right, go.
My solution for gutter guards?
Yeah.
Chainsaw.
Oh, there you go. That's a good one, too. Cut the trees back off the house so that the leaves don't fly in there.
Trees are neat as long as they're in the right place.
There you go.
That's my theory.
Yeah, and don't put them right next to the house so that they block the house.
No,
yeah.
not at all.
Excellent. All right, there we go.
All right.
Thanks, Jeff.
Thanks.
All right, we're going to take another quick break, come back with Clutter Clarity next. You are listening to
Mighty House.
This is Mighty House. Mighty House will return.
Hi friends, Mr. Floor here with your flooring tip of the day. You've seen them on Sunday morning television. They're the miracle steam cleaning mops that clean, sanitize, and even disinfect. What could be better than a wood floor so clean you could eat off it? Here's what's better.
What are you doing to the poor kid behind? Are you teaching him anything? Oh, he's on his Twitter feed or something here. He's not even paying attention to you. Oh, he's watching? Are you going to let him run the third hour then? What's that? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. There you go. Okay. Stand by.
On Facebook, a post about the program. So, Rob, if you want to take a look at that or something and give me critique on what I can fix, that'd be great. There's like pictures, a logo, website.
You posted that on Facebook?
On Facebook, yes.
Thank you.
No problem. Thank you. 60 seconds. Tip of the week is on YouTube and the website. So if you want to, I already posted a tease on Facebook, like the link, so people can click on it. So,
giving you the power to lower your insurance costs. Try to post stuff.
Multimedia operation going on.
That's it. There you go.
39 seconds.
Savings may vary by state and driving behaviors. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Use of Allstate Mobile with activation of Drivewise required. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Hey, have you heard that ransomware attacks have increased by 500% this year?
Yeah, cybercriminals are targeting all types of businesses, encrypting their data and holding it hostage unless they pay up.
What if we're their next victim?
Don't worry, we have Barracuda to
Do we know what the
prevent
topic
and recover
is?
from ransomware and other advanced threats.
Have you figured it out yet for Clutter Clarity?
Absolutely.
Am I supposed to have
We'll
a
pay
topic?
no ransom and keep this business.
Well, you got the next
That's
segment.
a relief.
It's yours.
Protect your business at Barracuda.com. Barracuda.
Lisa and I built your room. But I don't like this clown. I wouldn't take it down if I were you. It's a load-bearing poster.
It's Mighty House. Call Mighty House now at 877-711-5611 and get advice from the experts themselves.
This is Mighty House.
Podcasts and previous shows available at mightyhouse.net, Stitcher, iTunes, SoundCloud, and on homeimprovementusa.com. Find links to all of them at mightyhouse.net. You can give us a call on the Mr. Floor helpline. It's 877-711-5611, and you will have a chance to win your choice of Mr. Floor cleaning products. They're all non-toxic and environmentally safe, and you can learn more at MrFloor.com. If somebody wanted to sign up for the newsletter, Rich, how can they do that?
Well, you'd go over to mightyhouse.net, click on the Contact Us page, and just put in your first, last name, scroll there, put your email address in, and then just, click on boom, done.
Boom, done. And if you want to sign
It's
up,
pretty much that easy.
Just like that. And you know what the Klein Tool of the Month is.
And you'd also have a link right there to the Northwest Housing, what's the P? Partnership?
Partnership.
Yes.
There you go. Northwest Housing Partnership.
And if you want to sign up for the Klein Tool of the Month, we are giving that away at the end of the show. And it is an 8-in-1 insulated interchangeable screwdriver set from Klein Tools. So we're giving that away at the end of the show. So give Trixie a call. And 877-711-5611. And let her know you want to put your name into the Mr. Floor tote bag. And we'll have that drawing at the end of the show. Are we ready, Robbie?
Mm-hmm.
You might want to turn your mic the other way. He doesn't like it when it's pointed towards me. There you go. All right. And with that, let's get this baby off the ground. Do you have a disarrangement disorder? Can't seem to get that jumbled hodgepodge pile of chaos in one place? Maybe it's time for a little disposal, a little cleanup, a little eradication, evacuation, liquidation, and purgification. Here's Robbie with a tip on how to put some neatness into your disorder. This is Clutter Clarity on Mighty House. What's he doing?
He wants everybody to see my Team Spirit shirt.
Team Spirit?
It's Team Spirit. Get it?
Yeah.
I have Team Spirit, and it's my Halloween shirt.
It's got ghosts on it.
Because it's Halloween.
It's got Casper on it.
From this misery. What?
Huh?
I've been lost in my own place. Rich said I wasn't in the microphone. Weary. How far is heaven?
I'm sure he just turned the volume
and
down.
I know that I need to change my ways of living. How far is heaven? Lord, can you tell me? You missed it.
Lord, can you tell me?
Yes, see, Team Spirit, because we're a Mighty House team, and I have Team Spirit. Yay, team. But it's also Team Spirit as in ghosties.
What I can tell you is Clutter Clarity is powered by Mr. Floor. Mr. Floor cleaning products are all non-toxic and environmentally safe, and you can learn more at MrFloor.com. Yeah, at least for today. There you go.
How far is heaven?
Lord, can you tell me?
Okay, so this week I had a new client who's moving, and he said, I need you to come in and tell me the most efficient way to move.
Oh, yeah?
And I will tell you a big, huge secret about my insecurities.
No.
Yeah.
We're going to find out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes, how insecure I am. Sometimes I feel like a fraud.
No.
Yeah.
Why?
Because what I do is like, it's something that I think in my head.
Uh-huh.
What you do is numbers and, there's codes and there's textbooks and there's stuff.
Uh-huh.
You do things the way you have to do things.
Or want to.
Or want to. The way I do things.
But there's guidelines, is what
There's
you're saying.
guidelines. There's no guidelines for what I do when somebody calls me and says, I would like your expertise in how to efficiently move.
Yes.
I panic.
Why? You're the professional. You're being paid to do this.
I know.
I know.
But the thing is, I make it up in my head. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's a difference.
Okay, maybe.
I mean, if somebody needs a new roof, you go out and you measure and, you know what kind of wood to put on and for the rain and for these conditions and blah, 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 blah.
But if there's something wrong with the house and nobody can figure out why it's wrong, then we have to go out there and try and figure it out. Why is this leaking? Why is this not working? And we have to come up with a solution.
It's broke.
Right.
Because it's
and
broke.
You have to come up with a solution.
Right. So what they're asking for is, what's your solution to moving efficiently?
I don't know. I don't know. And then they want to know how long it's going to take. And I can't answer those questions. I can't answer.
Right.
But what I started to do then is put together a list of things, advice that I have for people who are moving.
Really? Little notebook.
And I realize that I do have some tips, but I still panic when people
Thank
want.
you.
You're welcome. What was that all about?
His tea was delivered, I'm sure.
Oh my goodness.
That is correct, sir.
Yeah, his tea was delivered without the boss getting on camera.
Gee.
Right.
So she was crawling on the floor.
Oh.
No, it's over there on the table behind the screen.
That was cute.
Uh-huh.
So anyway, so I realized there are some things that maybe people don't normally think of. And one is if you have a big move, you're labeling boxes, right?
Uh-huh.
Some people just say kitchen.
Right.
So you have to decide what you want the box labeled, because some people want kitchen, box number 1, Tupperware, move into the 3rd cabinet, and I need my last name on every side of the box in case the moving company loses it. Okay, so you, homeowner, have to decide, do you want a list of what's the contents of the box? Do you also want me to prepare a typed list that you can then go search for and say, I want my spatula, what number box is it in?
Uh-huh.
How detailed do you as the client want to be?
I saw movers that actually printed out labels that went on the box, and each label was listing what was in the box, and it had pictures of the bigger stuff.
Yeah.
And then they would put that sticker on the box.
I don't know how you, well, I mean, I know you could get the picture on a label, but.
They were printing these labels. It was like a labeling machine that they had with the laptop.
Wow.
And they would just type it up, hit the printer, boom, it'd print out that sticker. On the box it went. Out the door. Next one.
So how detailed does somebody want to be?
Right.
How much time and money do you want to put into this?
Or are you just taking a bunch of stuff and throwing it in garbage bags and throwing it in the back of a pickup truck and moving it to the next spot?
So if you want efficient, what is your definition of efficient versus what is my definition of efficient?
Right.
I've typed up lists for people with, everything in every box, and no one's ever used it. I've also had people say, if you are renting a moving truck, like let's say you're doing a cross-country move and they're moving 2 families at one time, they say you want your name on every single box, on every corner or every side of every box. To me, that's a little bit of overkill.
I do the UPS thing, man. You only want to name one place, otherwise it gets confusing.
I think, what I usually do is a top and a side. So depending, what angle you're looking at, if you're looking down, you see a bunch of boxes, you move in, it's like, oh, kitchen,
So you label the bottom so that you know the top is up.
Anywho, the other thing, so your efficiency and my efficiency are going to be 2 different things. The other thing that I found is, so that's like a confusing, helpful thing. Another confusing, helpful thing is people say, oh, that's going to move into the 2nd bedroom, and that's going to move into the 3rd bedroom. Or they say that's going to move into the upstairs bedroom by the bathroom, or that's going to move into Janie's room, or that's going to move into the green room or the blue room.
Right.
We need to
Assuming you haven't painted before the moving truck shows up.
We need to all be on the same page, because what's Janie's room to you and me
doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't make any sense.
Because you don't know where Janie's room is unless you're putting stickers on the rooms.
Exactly. So actually Tuesday I'm going to walk through the new house with the client, and we're going to label a room so I know, he knows, and the mover knows exactly what we're talking about.
There you go.
So just a couple efficient tips.
See? By the expert mover,
Ooh, I'm not.
Robbie Earhart.
I'm not. Ooh, pressure. That's scary.
Is that what you said?
Guy, super fun. He is the best in so many ways.
Why is my
Except for a
fingernail
life in the
turning
bedroom.
white?
The last several months, he lost his ability
Where
to
it's
perform and
smashed.
also lost his confidence. It
See that?
changed him,
Like
and he
right
became
in there. See where
miserable,
that's all
and he was
going
about
white?
to lose me. So get this. He hears an ad about this powerful male enhancement product called Noxitril. It's all natural.
Ow,
no
ow,
sticking
ow,
agents,
ow.
no side effects. He tries
Ow.
it, and all I
You
can say
can't
is,
bend it that way. It doesn't bend that way.
this feels like Viagra on steroids.
4
Boy,
weeks?
was I glad I stuck around. With Noxitril,
5
life
weeks?
is now my Energizer
Well,
Bunny.
but I keep banging it, so I don't know that I keep breaking it. That's what the boss says. That I just keep breaking it again.
Man, I feel like I got hit by a car. Getting too old for this crap.
Ow, 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 ow. Don't do that. What's up, Trixie?
Look at you with a hoodie on, no less. What the hell's the temperature up there?
40
You guys are always complaining it's warm in the studio.
I don't like when
It is.
Someone calls me and is an expert.
I think it was 38 this morning when I got up. When I was heading in. Let's see what the temperature is right now.
I think I need a new mic or headset.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's 36 right now.
36?
Yeah.
It's nearly freezing.
Yes, it is nearly freezing. Yes. Oh wait, no, 40. It's up to 46 in Evanston here now. That must have been this morning when I got up. Are you okay? Did it fall apart, or is it the mic stand or the mic?
The headset. The mic's fine. The headset that plugs into the mic. The cable's bad or something, so I gotta.
Oh.
Like the one day I telling you guys I couldn't hear you, I thought it was on your end. It's this silly thingy.
Well, do you have another headset that you can use?
I go get one this week.
Because you just
I can hear now. The trick is not to move it around.
Got it. And he's opening
Once
the
it's
windows.
working, I leave it be.
Andrew's opening the windows. See, it's summertime here.
Nice. 78. And I had to close the blinds because it was too sunny.
We don't have that.
And that's what it says. 78, mostly sunny.
And we are 46 and cloudy.
Las Vegas, 56 and sunny. I like that. Yeah.
Oh, are you going to go to the Builder Show again? Was that
yes, sir.
In January?
I have a feeling my flight was booked the other day because Mac sent me an email. He goes, how's your name spelled on your driver's license and what is your date of birth? So I have because I'd already signed up for the show.
Right.
Whether we'd go or not, you just sign up early for the free tickets.
Sure.
But I have a feeling he booked our rooms or flights, whatever.
Would they allow us to come out there and do a podcast thing or something?
What town? Are we going to Vegas?
Yeah.
Yes.
No. The problem is it's Rich's company that's paying for him to go there. Can he get an hour off to go do something?
I could probably finagle something like that, but yeah. Furnaces. Forgot to tag you on this. Wow, that's a long email, dude.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my God, hers is longer.
Yes. I don't know if you want to start the fire when we come back, but we could talk about that one.
Okay.
And then we'll have John calling us to complain. Are you guys hot in there or something? Andrew, are you guys hot in there or something? Oh, fresh air. Oh, you're following Rich's tip of the week and opening the windows to get some fresh air in.
Right.
Oh, are you being gaseous? Is that why you got
it?
Justin said yes.
Well, we can help Angelina. I think this is a very good one. Now I have to read your response.
Yes.
See, I've got this. I'm sure you nailed this. Yeah, there you go. Boom, done. J can't static pressure. Yep.
Yeah. So, yeah.
You forgot train. Because it's hard to stop a train.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. But if Lanny works with him, then I don't ever know him.
I helped him out.
Yeah?
I didn't know.
Yeah?
Completely unrelated. They got me through a referral, and I came across them.
Yeah?
And then
Goodman. That's what we had.
Does that ring anything to you?
Nicole.
Would Nikki?
No. Although it sounds familiar.
Yeah, her name. She's one of the
Okay.
Her name was on your list.
Yep.
Yeah.
I couldn't answer that email any better than you did.
Really mad. Very few clients do that. So I was wondering if you had an experience with them.
You'd have to ask Lanny. So
Any second?
Yep. So we are. Oh, I got to get prepared.
I'm hungry. I feel like an Impossible Whopper right now.
Oh, have you tried those?
Hell no.
What's an Impossible Whopper?
That's the fake.
It's a
plant
burger made from plants, which, by the way,
has more calories.
All the calories or more.
More.
Yes.
More
calories than the burger.
Yes.
What the hell's the point of that?
You and Peggy, we applaud you, and you do a great job.
You're actually saving lives. You don't realize it, but you're able to help affect our area.
We try to do that, and that, of course, is that's Mom and Dad on the line there.
The Mike Novak Show with Peggy Malecki, Sunday mornings from 9 to 11, right here on Smart Talk. Every week on Mighty House. Learn things you never knew about your home.
You guys scare the daylights out of me. I'm going to end up finding somebody dead in my basement one day, and we're going to think it's a heart attack, but really it's because they touched the water heater.
And some highly advanced scientific advice.
Robbie?
Yes?
Do you have a gas-fired water heater?
Yes?
Can't get electrocuted by gas.
See? She doesn't listen to us, Rich.
I didn't listen enough.
Mighty House. Saturday mornings at 7 on WC.
Here I come to save the day.
Welcome to Mighty House. This is a radio show for people with problems. Home improvement problems, that is. Send an email now to robbie@mightyhouse.net or call into the show at 877-711-5611. From foundation leaks to roof repairs, the Mighty House team is on the job. You're listening to
Mighty House.
I'm Ron Calgill. The Mighty House team is back with hour 3 of the show. You can join us on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and Periscope Live right now, brought to you in part by Mr. Floor, Smart 265, and Mag Erad. And whenever you're watching, click on the like button and subscribe so you'll be notified when we hit the air. We're broadcasting worldwide and live from 7 to 10 every Saturday, mightyhouse.net, tunein.com. We're also on the Gab Radio Network. Just look for Mighty House Home Improvement Show. Podcasts of previous shows available at mightyhouse.net, Stitcher, iTunes, TuneIn, SoundCloud, and on homeimprovementusa.com. Find links to all of them at mightyhouse.net. Video clips to the show are available at mightyhouse.net and on our Mighty House YouTube channel. And you can follow us on Facebook and Instagram by looking for Mighty House Home Improvement Show. And our Twitter handle is @MightyHouse. You can also give us a call on the Mr. Floor helpline. It's 877-711-5611. And you will have a chance to win your choice of Mr. Floor cleaning products. They're all non-toxic and environmentally safe. And you can learn more at MrFloor.com. And if you want to sign up for the Klein Tool of the Month, there's an hour left. The Klein Tool of the Month.
Just call.
Yes.
Ask that your name go on a piece of paper. It goes into a Mr. Floor bag.
Yep.
At the end of the show, Andrew comes in. We pick a name. That's it. Those are the rules. There's nothing other than I can't win, Ron can't win, Robbie can't win. Those are the rules.
Right. And Andrew.
Okay, and Andrew.
Yeah. That's right. That's it. So 877-711-5611 is the number if you want to get into the Klein Tool of the Month Club and have a chance to win the 8-in-1 insulated interchangeable screwdriver set from Klein Tools. There we go. Okay. So
awesome.
Rich, we were talking about an email. I don't know if you want to read the email that we got.
I can. Yes, I can do this.
We can.
Do you want to do the email song just to make Robbie happy?
I think so. I think we go all in with this.
Yes.
And then that way. Where'd it go?
And you did see that I did finally respond to Virginia Sheet. I do apologize for. Apparently last week I didn't look at email.
That happens. I was looking yesterday. I went, wow, I only put 2 things on Facebook this week. What happened to the whole week? It was just like blasted by.
Yeah, I mean, my days are just so. And then my structural engineer, I got the structural drawings for my house.
Yeah.
So, and like half hour later, he sends me the invoice. But I don't care about that. But I sent him back after I got the drawings. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll try and look at those sometime soon because he knows what I'm doing, and I'm working on the owner of our company. I'm doing a big addition on his arena and stuff. So it's like I am spread so thin right now. I am so tired, and I've never felt better.
Yeah, good. See,
you know what I'm saying? Well, you know what it's like, right?
Yeah.
When you're working and busy, it feels great. Driving a desk sucks.
Yep.
So I'm actually like miserably happy.
Yes, exactly.
You know what I mean? That's a weird thing to say, but even Jan, we were sitting there the other night having dinner, and she's like, kind of like the old days, isn't it? Like when I had my company, and I'm like, yeah. She goes, you're liking this, aren't you? I go,
Yeah, exactly. All right, here we go.
Okay.
Wait,
I thought you were going to play the song.
I was.
I am, what I is, and I am what I am, and I is no more than I am.
He is in a good mood.
Yeah.
Here's your mail today.
Chunka, 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 chunka.
Ron, it's that time of year, so I have a 20-year furnace. 120,000 BTU, 93 efficient. I don't think 20 years ago they made a 93% efficient.
Oh, sure
furnace.
they did. Oh, yeah. But,
did they?
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's fine. I just making a comment.
We're getting that over.
All right, but anyway, so it's a Carrier. I've checked around, and there are many types out there, but I'd like to keep it simple for now and inquire about a single-stage furnace, as I have a zonal heating cooling, 2 zones.
Yep.
One firm was pushing a Mana when I read the reviews, and they were not flattering. Another stated Lennox was generally cheaper than another. I have a 2,506 square foot house for a 1.5 story with a finished basement. So I'm guessing I need to add that to the 2,506, which technically you would if it's living space. So one salesman stated that the 120,000 BTU furnace was overkill for the size house, which may or may not be true. Anyway, I am trying to work my way through all the information and quotes that you guys are very helpful with current trends in houses. Any advice in my decision-making process is helpful. And that's Angelia.
Okay. Right.
Angelia. That's a weird one. It's like, it's not Angela. They threw an I in there.
Right.
Okay. So you left this fine response, which starts out quite honestly. Technically, you would need to do a manual J calculation, static pressure. You could do energy calcs just based on the Department of Energy's. They have it online. You could do in there, and you put in your windows, your insulation, and all that. You can do that stuff and figure out energy usage, and it'll dictate what size furnace or air conditioning you need. But I agree with you 100%. Go ahead. You can do your response.
So here is the thing: that first of all, if the house is 40 years old, and that's the current furnace in there, and obviously if it's a split zone, and it's only 2,500 square feet, the previous owners or whoever put it in last was having problems. So they split this up to try and make it heat and cool better. So they may have also just came in with the bigger hammer theory and just threw in a huge furnace thinking that's going to solve the problem, when in fact it can actually worsen the problem because it doesn't run long enough to heat up, or it can overheat and it'll shorten the life of the furnace. So doing the calculations and finding out, whoever heating guy comes in and says, oh, we're just going to match what's there, it may be okay, it may not. You don't know. You know, if you've got newer windows and you've changed windows, you've put in insulation, you've changed some things in the house, that's going to change the size of the furnace that you need. So,
okay, so the way you said that, does that mean that you don't really like zone systems? Oh, shit.
What?
I just got a Charlie horse. My leg just cramped.
He said a bad word.
Yes, he did. And
yes, I did, but I didn't say it real loud. But no, my just got a
today.
My leg just cramped.
He said it twice today.
Yeah, that's the second time I've hit the dump button. So 7 seconds of the show are gone.
Never to be heard again.
Never to be heard again.
Yes,
They'll
that's
be on
a good
the podcast, but not on the air.
Yeah. Sorry about that, Andrew. Way to be on your toes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Well, that's why this audio delay unit is here.
Right.
Yes. Well, and it's funny. I mean, it's bad. I can talk like a truck driver all the time, and it's amazing. I get on here and I don't do that. But yeah, my leg just cramped. I just got a Charlie horse, and it was like, holy cow. Anywho, no, the zone dampered systems, we do a lot of them, and I think, but for us, it's 2 reasons. One, we're in a cooling climate. We don't use heat at all.
Right.
So that makes it easier. So that's why we have 14-foot ceilings, because we don't worry about it.
Right.
But the zone dampers also because so much glazing and the heat, so it's very easy at any given time during the day that a room, like if the sun's if your house faces, say, southeast, in the morning, the east end of the house is going to get hotter, and as the day progresses, the heat in the house, the solar gain actually moves along that house, and by doing the zone dampers, we can actually make the air conditioning move with the sun.
Right. And
to me, that's where it makes sense. But not everybody's house, that kind of thing.
Right. Well, and here's the problem with, and I know there's ways to work around this, and I just don't see it very often. All I see is somebody throws in a damper. The problem is you buy they install a furnace that's designed to heat the entire house. And then what they do then is choke it down and have it run full speed to only heat a portion of the house, which is going to overheat the furnace. The static pressure is going to go through the roof because they're closing off half the ductwork, and they need to balance that system correctly.
Okay, so let's go back to your response in the email, which you nailed, by the way.
Thank you,
sir. Because you go with the variable speed.
Right.
And that's where I think spending the money on variable speed equipment, true variable speed, is well worth it because now I don't have one in my house. I have old school. It's on or it's off.
Right.
The house I'm building will have all variable speed equipment because it will run all day long.
Yep.
At 10 or 15%. And it will, so now you've got air movement throughout the house, no stale pockets. You know what I mean? It's well worth the money doing that.
Mm-hmm.
I think the technology's there, and we've not had. I use Train and Lennox. We're a national train dealer kind of thing.
Right.
We have an agreement with them because we do 400 homes a year at the production side.
Right.
So we've not had problems with the equipment. We did have some for a while when the newest compressors came out. To make them more efficient, they're rifling the copper tubing in the compressors. Yeah. And but they were pulling it too much, and it was getting too thin. So when you get coastal,
right,
it would rot real fast.
Got it.
But they have addressed it.
Okay.
So well, it's been good.
We're gonna talk a little bit more about this heating and cooling issue right after the break. You are.
If you have questions, call.
Yeah, that's it. 877-711-5611. 5611. There you go. We'll be back right after this.
This is Mighty House. Mighty House will return.
Hey, honey, when are you going to get this list of repairs done? I'll do it this weekend. Honey, when are you
Hello to all the new people who have joined us. Jeff, Gary.
Yeah.
And somebody said Rich hit by a car. Now,
what
did I miss?
Rich was hit by a car.
Yeah, when was Rich hit by a car?
Oh, he felt like he got hit by a car.
Okay.
26th it is.
At least you weren't squished by a door.
O'clock.
I'm not sure. I'm very confused.
Yeah.
At least you weren't squished by a door.
Stinking this year already, right there.
I don't get it.
I don't know.
I don't get it.
Yeah, they're 2 and 4. 2, 4, and 2 already.
Yeah. They're not doing so hot.
No.
What?
The Hawks.
Oh.
And I have this, I bought that beautiful red truck, and I have this beautiful Black Hawk
logo
thing I want to put on the back window, but I'm almost ashamed. I was going to put a Bears thing on the other side, but that's not happening.
No.
Well, you see my mustache? You see how it's thicker, larger?
Yeah.
It's going to grow till the end of the season.
Because?
Because I have to shave it off.
Oh.
I lost the bet.
Ah!
So I got a guy down here. He's a Packers fan.
Right.
And I said, all the hype we had before the season started, and of course, nobody played preseason, right? So we had no idea they sucked.
Right.
So I made a bet with him that the Bears would win the division over Green Bay. We didn't even have to win the division. We just had to have a better record.
Right.
Yeah, it doesn't look like that's going to happen. Well, and then my buddy Tony, he ended up going in the hospital, so he's got like $50,000 in medical bills he's got to pay off. So I'm going to shave it off for charity, and we're going to do a little thing in a couple of weeks for Tony's benefit, and that's coming off.
Got it.
Just for attending. That's 888-479-RSVP. Or visit OTAclass.com. 888-479-RSVP or OTAclass.com.
Are you looking for a new ride? Ready to leave gas stations in the dust and speed away down the highway? 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds? Well, here's your chance. The Illinois Solar Energy Association is raffling off a 2019 Tesla Model X, the award-winning all-electric SUV. But you need to get your tickets soon because only 2,500 will be sold. So how do you win? Go to store.illinoissolar.org. That's store.illinoissolar.org. buy one raffle ticket for $100 or the 4-pack for $300. All raffle proceeds will fully benefit the Illinois Solar Energy Association, a nonprofit working to advance solar energy development throughout the state of Illinois. The winner will be drawn at the ISEA member meeting on December 5th, 2019. Anyone in the continental U.S. is eligible to win, and you don't even need to be present at the drawing to claim your prize. So get your tickets, the rules, and all the other small print details at illinoissolar.org today.
Where the job was going smoothly, 2 more days and we'd be done. We came in right on budget, man, this job was so much fun. But I knew the fun was over when the client said, hey son, my wife and I've been talking, there's some changes we need done.
Blah, blah, blah.
That sink's just what we asked for, but my wife thinks we need to. So cut another hole in the counter, boy, should be an easy thing to do. I know we asked for stainless, but we prefer that it be white. The oven's on the left now, could you put it on the right?
Why can't you make up your mind?
We did everything you said, you've got
To make up your mind.
I can't read what's in your head. Well,
I'm running out of patience. I'm running out of time. And you're running out of money because you can't make up your mind. Blue pastels, oyster shells, pink and Kelly green.
These just aren't the colors I saw in the magazine.
What's wrong? It took so long. Seems like that to me.
Can't you do it in a week
Like Ty does on TV. We're broadcasting worldwide and live from 7 to 10 every Saturday at mightyhouse.net, tunein.com. We're also on the Gab Radio Network. Just look for Mighty House Home Improvement Show. Give us a call on the Mr. Floor helpline. It's 877-711-5611, and you will have a chance to win your choice of Mr. Floor cleaning products. They're all non-toxic and environmentally safe, and you can learn more at MrFloor.com. There you go. Okay, so we were talking furnaces and what size furnace do I need?
In general.
Yeah, and HVAC. But we got an email saying, okay, what furnace should I get? So
brand-wise?
Brand-wise, exactly.
Yeah,
They're
I
all
don't
the
think
same.
it matters a whole hell of a lot.
I've learned like 3 things over the past 10 years.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that I've learned.
And that is what?
All furnaces are made by the same manufacturer. The company just takes their own little label and sticks it on where it says, put label here.
Yep. So they're made by basically 2 or 3 companies.
Or you have the one that says put label here.
Right.
What kind of furnace did you get? Oh, the put label here kind.
Yes. That's the one I got. So.
And the other thing I learned was like RF factor, which is something about a match on one side of a window to the other side of the window.
Huh?
RF value.
R value or the
yeah.
U factor?
R value. R value. See how much I've learned? The R value. Something
is the inverse of U factor.
It's something about you take a match and you light it, and then how long it takes for the heat to get to the other side of the window. Rich taught me that like on day 1.
Or through whatever material it is.
I'm just saying, that's what I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now, Robbie's answered that. What furnace should I get? And the answer is, Robbie?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
What matters is your installation.
Ooh.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
Bada
Exactly.
bam.
What did she just say? I think she just
What
said.
matters is your installation.
That's correct. But you can look, and each manufacturer will have a fairly similar warranty.
Yep.
But, you could go by the established company. Because I'll be honest, HVAC guys, they go out of business faster than restaurants. You know what I mean? So just because a guy down the street builds HVAC, or up there it's builds heating and cooling.
Right.
We're down here, it's builds cooling. We don't do heating.
Right.
So you got to watch that a little bit, but always stick with a reputable company. Look at the warranty, check references. But I think you're better off going with the larger firms. And again, it may cost a little bit more money. And I'm not trying to put the small guy out of business. It's just you don't want to get something and then not have it to be serviceable.
Correct. And the guys the companies that have been around, a long time, they're going to put something in because they know you're going to call back to service it, and they're going to want to have you refer them also. So,
yes.
They're looking for that referral. They're looking to make sure they do a good job. They want the cleaning service every year to come out and service and do all the maintenance. So,
yep.
So that's a reason to use a a larger company for something like that. So then the bigger issue there is what Robbie said is who installed it. So if they didn't do a static pressure test, they didn't figure out what size it really needs to be in the house by doing a manual J or the energy thing that Rich was talking about, then, it doesn't matter. You're going to throw in this furnace that's too big. It's going to choke everything down because the ductwork doesn't work, and it's not going to work right. You're going to have cold areas in the house or hot areas in the house, and it's all because the installer did not pick the right furnace, didn't size it properly, didn't get the variable speed because you've got zoned dampering. So, all of that stuff makes a difference, and it falls back on the installer.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really where you got to watch it. And I'm fine, basically. When I see a furnace, it doesn't matter to me. I just want to make sure it works right. And the only way to make it work right is to get a good installer. So that's the key. So we referred her over to the Jedi, and hopefully the Jedi will be able to help her out.
And for those of us
Yeah?
who don't know the Jedi,
HVAC Jedi.
got it.
Yep.
He's northwest side Chicago.
Yep. But he doesn't service the whole area, but he can refer you to somebody that does. So
Right.
that's usually what it is. And I think we must have gotten it correctly because we didn't get any calls from the heating guys.
No, he's busy today or something.
Yeah. Yeah. John and Jim are not around today. Whatever. They're not yelling at us. Or we got it right, one of the two. So
Right.
We'll see.
Well, no, I mean, I don't know. People, it's hard, right? I mean, when your HVAC system goes down, I mean, you're looking at a few $1,000s.
Yeah, it's not going to be cheap.
And so obviously most people don't just have $3,000-$4,000 sitting there. They go, "Ooh, I'd love to buy that." There goes the vacation this year, whatever. So,
yep.
But don't get too cheap. Don't get too squirrely. And like I said, just because you got a 120,000 BTU furnace, don't just slap another one in there.
Right.
My house up there that we sold before I moved down here, when I bought it, had a 100,000 BTU furnace in it. And when I had my guy come in to change it, because it was old and all that,
right,
he put a 76,000 BTU furnace in, and the thing was tiny compared to the old box.
Right.
I'm like, yeah, is that going to heat this thing? He's like, you're going to be fine. And it was amazing. But again, it just, instead of doing that super high BTU thing and heating the house up in 10 seconds and then shutting off, it ran a little bit, but
Right.
it used less fuel while it did it. So
right.
Pretty cool stuff, actually.
Yep. Nope. And that's the same thing with your air conditioning, too. You don't want it to be oversized. If anything, you want it undersized so that it runs longer and it dehumidifies better. So,
yeah, and for us, that's what we always say. That's always the killer down here.
Right.
You got to dehumidify.
Hey, peeps. We have a half hour left to answer your questions.
Uh-huh.
Call us at 877-711.
Is her mic just turned down that low?
I have never talked closer into my mic.
It's absolutely perfect here.
Never.
Because you sound fine.
Yeah.
877-711-5611. I haven't done a thing. Maybe it's Andrew.
No, that sounds much better, Andrew. Thank you.
He dialed her up.
I guess.
Anyway, anywho.
You dialed the send up. Got it.
Okay.
Yes, that's much better because I was getting texts from people saying we can't hear her, and I said it's because she's not talking. Well, you weren't.
She weren't. But now
you guys were talking about boring water heaters, so then I just wait till a better topic.
Water
heaters?
Yeah,
you go to deer in the headlights thing.
We were talking furnaces, Robbie.
Oh, see? Oops. Team Spirit. I have Team Spirit. 877-711-5611. Do we have any bubblers?
Yeah, we got bubblers.
Okay. I would like to give away a bubbler to the first person who calls with a true question.
Yeah.
877-711-5611.
It looks like it's snowing out there. Is it snowing outside? No, that's got to be leaves.
Oh.
Yeah, it's leaves. Okay.
So I have a bud mine down here. Oh, I went
You
to
have a
lunch with the other
what?
day.
Bud.
A buddy of mine. A bud. So he's moving back to Michigan.
Really? Why?
I'm like,
crazy.
You realize you're going to freeze your little buddies off. He's like, I know. No, he's originally from up there, and he got married a few years ago. And now he's got 2 little kids, and all his family's up there. So it's always that family tug.
Got it.
So he actually went out. He bought coats and gloves and hats for the kids, and they put them on, and they're looking at their hands like, "What the hell do you do with these things?"
Right. Oh, because they've never
been cold before. So it's like, oh man, those kids are in for a.
And they have that stuff down there at the stores, or did he go to Amazon and order it?
No, actually, you know what? They probably did get them at Amazon because pretty hard to find gloves here.
Yeah, I would think, other than work gloves.
But you go to
You know where you find that stuff?
Where?
The thrift stores, because people from here move down there and then they donate everything.
Got it.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. But it's funny though, is just like you go to Walmart or whatever, because Walmart just ships everything. They don't necessarily do it by zip code.
Uh-huh.
So you can go to Walmart. Yes, they will have jackets on sale. Like, really? It gets to 30 twice a year. Whatever.
That's amazing. So he's moving back north. He's coming up.
Corey's a good guy. That sucks. That really shocked me because I didn't know he was doing that. But
thinking about that? Is that somebody at work?
He's my guy from Alexi, my low voltage home automation company, and he really knows his stuff. So
that's a bummer then.
Yeah.
You know, usually we're losing people that are moving down there. How often does that really happen that people are moving back north?
Well, see, that's the thing. Because of the humidity down here, a lot of people can't take it. Like, it's been, yesterday, again, it was in the 90s with high humidity. And it's way late in the year for that for us. By now, we should be 78, you know what I mean?
Right.
With less humidity. So a lot of people can't stand it, and they don't go back to Illinois, Wisconsin, Michigan. What they'll do is they'll go to North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee.
Yep.
And they actually call them halfbacks.
Right. Yep.
Because they moved halfway back.
Right.
You know, so.
Tennessee is booming right now. We've got a niece that lives down there, and she said it's crazy.
Nashville is growing like unbelievable.
Yep, and that's exactly where she's at. And it's a constant problem with all these new people moving in. You know, housing's getting out of control, and so it's tough. So anyway,
it is everywhere. That's probably a topic we could speak about in the next segment about housing and the problems where it's getting crazy.
Yep. We'll take a quick break and be back with more right after this. You are listening to
Mighty House.
This is Mighty House. Mighty House will return.
Robbie gives away free stuff and the phones ring. Robbie rules.
Andrew, thank you for being on your toes today. I know the first one came out as a slip. That one was more of a...
No worries.
That was a reaction to the Charlie horse. I just thank God I got my legs straightened out before it locked. Because if it had locked, I'd have been like on the floor.
Yeah. Is that a cat? Is that your calves doing
painful. I get it.
No, it was my hamstring, actually.
Oh, okay.
I know it is. I'm just dehydrated. I mean, I could not drink enough water yesterday.
Wow. Amazing.
It's crazy.
Yeah, my calves do that. All of a sudden, my foot.
Yeah, normally
bam!
it is. Yeah. No fun.
No
fun.
No. It's not.
All right, I'm going to play Tesla coming back.
Okay.
I didn't do it the second hour.
Okay. If you say so. I trust you, sir.
My mistake.
Right?
There must be a tree out there where it has very small leaves because all of a sudden it looks like snow.
It's falling. A locust tree.
Yeah, it could be a locust. There you go.
We only have one. I don't know what they're called. I could just call them lay trees because they have these blossoms on them that look like a lay from Hawaii.
Yeah.
Those are the only trees down here that I know that lose their leaves. It's the only sign of fall we have.
Really?
Oh yeah, Thanksgiving sneaks up on us like a ton of bricks because you don't get the change.
Right. It just stays nice. It's when you get to go back outside. That's when you know Thanksgiving's coming around, right?
Yeah. Well, and actually this time of year is usually when I take the 57 out the most when I can't.
As your preferred pharmacy, you know you're saving smartly. Walgreens, trusted since 1901. Other plans may
Are you looking for a new ride? Ready to leave gas stations in the dust and speed away down the highway, 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds? Well, here's your chance. The Illinois Solar Energy Association is raffling off a 2019 Tesla Model X, the award-winning all-electric SUV. But you need to get your tickets soon because only 2,500 will be sold. So how do you win? Go to store.illinoissolar.org. That's store.illinoissolar.org. Buy one raffle ticket for $100 or the 4-pack for $300. All raffle proceeds will fully benefit the Illinois Solar Energy Association, a nonprofit working to advance solar energy development throughout the state of Illinois. The winner will be drawn at the ISEA member meeting on December 5th, 2019. Anyone in the continental U.S. is eligible to win, and you don't even need to be present at the drawing to claim your prize. So get your tickets, the rules, and all the other small print details at illinoissolar.org today.
Are still hanging, the sheetrock's still bare, and I know that someday there'll be a bathroom right there. The only time it looks finished is when I turn out the light. I'm missing my remodeler tonight. Well, I can't shave or shower 'cause the water don't run. Taking baths with a wet wipe just ain't that much fun. My friends all avoid me 'cause I smell pretty ripe. I'm missing my remodeler tonight. Have you forgotten the plans we once made? We were the closest of friends. Have you forgotten the draws that I paid? That was 3 weeks ago, and I ain't seen you since then. I know it was wrong when my wife cussed you out. Most times she don't know what she's talking about. I'll divorce her tomorrow if it helps make things right. I'm missing my remodeler tonight.
Podcasts of previous shows available at mightyhouse.net, Stitcher, iTunes, TuneIn, SoundCloud, and on homeimprovementusa.com. Find links to all of them at mightyhouse.net. You can join us on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and Periscope Live right now, brought to you in part by Mr. Floor, Smart 265, and Maggie Rad. And wherever you're watching, click on the like button and subscribe so you'll be notified when we hit the air. The newsletter, Rich, if somebody wanted to sign up.
Oh, you just go over to mightyhouse.net, click on the Contact Us page, put in your first name, last name, email address, scroll on down, and click on Boom Done.
I can't hear him.
Boom Done. All right, you can also give us a call on the Mr. Floor helpline. It's 877-711-5611. And you will have a chance to win your choice of Mr. Floor cleaning products. They're all non-toxic and environmentally safe. And you can learn more at MrFloor.com. All right. Hey, Rich.
Yes, sir.
Can you talk?
Now I can hear him.
Now you can hear him? Okay.
Yes.
I didn't hear your whole thing about the newsletter.
You didn't?
No.
My lips
weird.
were moving and no voices, no sound was coming out?
I heard it absolutely perfectly.
That's weird.
Okay.
So did Andrew. Maybe you bumped the wires on the headphones or something just right. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know.
Who knows?
So we have some calls.
We do.
Don't we?
Where do you want to go? Who is it, Andrew?
We got Catherine. She's from Chicago. She's got a patch of mold in her house that she doesn't know how to get rid of.
She doesn't have mold. She has organic growth.
Bleach.
There you go. Again?
Okay.
Yes. You're on Mighty House. Thanks. Sorry.
Oh, hi. It's just a little room that has a havoc and the washer dryer in it, and the washer was leaking from the seal, and it was too expensive to fix, so I just got rid of the washer and dryer and found a little bit of mold underneath in the cement, I guess just from the leak from the ring.
Uh-huh.
So I called a professional, and he told me just to do it myself because it wasn't like in the walls and it wasn't spread, and he said to use Dawn, but I forgot to ask how much water to how much Dawn, how how long do I let it dry? What else do I need to do? And the fact is that he said to put kills down and then to paint on top of the kills. But how long do you wait till it's dry? And how do I scrub it? And what precautions? And what do I do?
Is it bare concrete?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. So, you know, I haven't heard the Dawn one. I don't know, Rich, have you heard that one?
No, I've not heard that before, but it's just a way to wash it up. So you want to keep it wet and clean it up, and
yeah, and
that's fine. I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, and if you have some hydrogen peroxide, just pour some hydrogen peroxide on it, and then scrub that in and just wipe it up and let it dry, and that you'll be done there too. There's no mixing there, so you don't need to worry about it. And then
so just use the peroxide straight. And how long will it take to dry? I mean, you don't want to like air dry it because you put spores in the air, right?
Correct. Yeah. So I would let it dry for a few hours, and then you're done actually, unless you want to go ahead and take the next step of sealing.
Well, there's nothing wrong with doing. He's absolutely correct. I have no problem with doing the kills. That's a primer that it's a stain blocking primer. The thing is, don't buy it at a box store. Go to a paint store. Because there's two kinds. The ones at the box stores are water-based, and they don't work real well.
Yeah.
If you go to a paint store and you get kills, and what's the other one?
Bins?
Yeah. But those are alcohol-based, and those will actually seal well.
Yep.
If you ever have stain, you get a mark on a wall and it bleeds through the paint, and they tell you to put kills on it, it won't work with the water-based stuff as well. Some depends on what the stain is, but for something like this, make sure you get the alcohol-based stuff, and it'll go away. Bye-bye.
Yep.
All right, so Bins is the name?
Yep.
Yeah.
BINS or Kills, but you want to get it at the paint store. And make sure you get the alcohol-based one.
Yeah.
Okay. So I just have to wait a few hours before I put the paint on?
Yeah.
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 How much hydrogen peroxide should I use?
Just enough to like scrub the area, and then I would just take a damp rag and wipe it up, and then just let it dry. And if it looks like it's still wet or the concrete's still wet, then I would wait a little bit longer. But at this time of year, right now, it'll dry real fast because the humidity is pretty low, so it'll evaporate pretty fast. Okay. And then you technically,
but if it's high humidity. Uh-huh.
If it's high humidity, then you want to wait a little bit longer. But if you're going to do it, if you're doing it in the summer and the AC isn't on, then you'd probably want to wait maybe 4 or 5 hours before you.
So do I have to close off the area, or what do I?
No, you're fine. Once you pour the hydrogen peroxide over that spot and hit it with a scrub brush, you're going to be fine.
Okay, great.
Yes.
All right, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. There you go. Boom, done. A lot of people get scared because they get a little bit of a mold or something, or mildew.
Organic
growth. And, most of the time you can just clean it up. And if you want to use a little hydrogen peroxide, that'll kill it and take care of it. You don't want to put bleach on it, which you'll hear some people say, just pour bleach on it, because the bleach residue, once it dries, actually will help promote more growth. So you'll get you'll have a small bloom before, but then after that, it'll even come back stronger if you're using bleach. So you really want to be careful not to use bleach.
Well, the other thing is, like, most molds have roots, and depending on the surface, and that's part of the reason for sealing the surface is not just to cut off oxygen, but when you seal it, it's that they can't root.
Yes.
So even though, like, washing it with Dawn, that may actually wash the blackening off the surface, but you're just snapping them at the tree trunk, right? And then the roots are still there. So
right. And we'll see. We're gonna get yelled at now, I'm gonna say. My guess is Jeff's gonna call back because he's a mold specialist. He's gonna tell us.
He's an inspector.
Yeah. He's he does the testing and all that stuff. So I just see the lights flashing, so I'm going to assume that he's calling to yell at us.
That's right.
Jeff from Nachi.
I could make it easy. Don't answer the phone.
Yeah, I'm not answering it. So yeah, there we
go. Piece of cake then.
So I had somebody at a house, you know which house I'm talking about, and they left the house and they go, "Oh, my mouth is burning." I said, "What?" And they go, "Yeah, I'm very sensitive to mold and my mouth is burning."
What?
I've never heard that before.
Well, that's because they just had hot soup.
Yeah, I was like, and if you're listening, you know who you are.
Did they have mushroom soup maybe or something?
They said their mouth was burning because they're sensitive to mold, and they could tell there was mold in the house we were in because their mouth was burning.
Okay.
That's what I say. Has anybody ever heard that?
No.
Thank
I mean, my eyes and my nose will start going crazy if I'm in a house that's got high mold content or, stuff like that. But, no, I have never had my mouth do that.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess in theory it's possible, but that's the way it goes, I guess. So, all right.
Yeah, I don't know.
But the phone was ringing.
The phone. Yep, exactly. So, yes. Oh, 2 minutes?
Yes.
That's it? Just 2 minutes?
Yeah, well, we have.
Well, then you got to go to a break, and then we'll have next segment.
And then we have the final 8.5-minute segment before we head out.
Oh,
Yep.
The 8.5-minute segment.
Where we talk about my nails.
Your nails.
Which are now on Facebook, the remastered version.
Thank
because
you.
she gave me edits that I needed to make.
Oh, really?
Remastered version.
Photo, yes.
She was what was that in the second hour where she was
Deluxe edition of the picture.
Yeah, so actually taking photos. I can only assume you've put those on Instagram too.
Yep.
Yeah, see.
Instagram, Facebook, they're everywhere.
On the Twitter? Did you put them on the Twitter page
Twitter
or not?
machine.
The Twitter
I
machine?
Can do it from my phone. I'm going to do it soon.
Okay. All right. I mean,
I didn't want to clutter it too much because that's really where a lot of people post their questions. I didn't want to interrupt the flow.
Got it. So, and if you're just tuning in, Robbie's using Rust-Oleum epoxy from your garage floor to paint her nails. That's
nice.
That's what she's using now.
Nails.
Yeah.
That's the stop.
And the epoxy bonds to her nails so
Did we
well.
not have a phone call or a break?
We do have a phone call.
But we've got like a minute left, right?
It's not worth it.
No,
Just
it's
keep-
not worth
keep
it.
going.
We're good with the Rust-Oleum nail polish stuff. So you only mix a little bit of the Rust-Oleum together, enough just to paint your nails, or are you mixing a big batch and having to paint?
I just get the spray Rust-Oleum.
Oh, the spray.
And I just put the duct tape around my skin
Right,
so it doesn't
and
get on
go-
my skin.
and then go whoosh, whoosh,
and then just spray, and then I just peel the duct tape off.
Got it. Well, they actually make the you can just mix the epoxy, and then you can just use a brush.
Ah.
That's what I thought you did.
Right?
Because they're gray. They're gray. So you got the little speckles on there too.
Battleship gray.
Yep. All right, we'll be back
There's
right
no
after this.
gray on here.
This is Mighty House. Mighty House will return.
Attention all timeshare owners. Is this what you'd like to do with your timeshare contract? Do you own a timeshare and just want out? Thousands of timeshare owners are getting out of their timeshare
Hey, Andrew.
contracts with the help of Timeshare Compliance. Timeshare Compliance can
Who do we have on the phone? Or is it only Trixie phone calls?
trash your timeshare agreement,
Oh, okay.
ending your payments
Okay.
forever, saving you thousands. So whether you're a victim of a high-pressure, dishonest sales
Huh?
agent, or you were misled with what
Oh,
you
it
were
is?
buying, or you
Okay.
overpaid and they underdelivered, call
Ted from
Timeshare
Lakeville has
Compliance
got a
for
furnace
free
question for us, Rich.
consultation. With one simple call, the trusted professionals at Timeshare Compliance can legally rip up your timeshare agreement and help rip up your financial suffering. You could save thousands. Call now before another payment is due.
Now you're going to have to write a review.
I
for him.
probably.
I never
requested
go
the
on
picture, like, 2
LinkedIn. I
months
never
ago,
go.
like 5 months ago.
Yeah.
I never go on LinkedIn. I'm never there.
I know.
I don't care about LinkedIn.
Don't say that.
Why should you buy a 99-cent
So then he'll ask you to write an endorsement for him.
Oh,
Yes.
geez.
I
Who's
I
that?
thrive off of those.
And so then, but did you? I like the way I handled it personally. I said, you write it and I'll post it up there for you. So he wrote his own.
That's what he wants me to do?
Just tell him, no, that'll be next. Now that you've liked him or LinkedIn or whatever you've done. So next he's going to ask you to do is to write him a review.
Finding
Review of my
So-
services.
Yes.
My
So
skills.
then, endorse him or whatever that thing's called. So then when you just turn it around and say, you write it, send it back to me and I'll post it for you.
apply to your job.
And that's what I
I've
do.
gotten several of them.
Oh,
There's
my
like 5
goodness.
of them now. You're the only one who's done that.
4 out of 5 employers who post a
You
job
write
on
it, I'll put it
ZipRecruiter get a
up.
quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free
5 seconds.
at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.
something I eat. I'd go out where the air is not so sweet. The
Porta-John.
I drop my tools and I run like the wind to that tiny shack that's 6 feet from the street.
The Porta-John.
The Porta-John's a risky place, I know.
Oh, jeez.
'Cause if you light a match, the thing might blow.
The Porta-John.
All right, we're broadcasting worldwide and live from 7 to 10 every Saturday at mightyhouse.net, tunein.com. We're also on the Gab Radio Network. Just look for Mighty House Home Improvement Show. You can follow us on Facebook and Instagram by looking for Mighty House Home Improvement Show, and our Twitter handle is @MightyHouse. And with that, we've got one more phone call to squeeze in before the end of the show. Who do we have there, Andrew? Andrew? Come on. He's cracking himself
He's
up now.
texting me.
Oh, is that what it is?
He wants me to turn my mic.
Yeah.
Well, if I turn it anymore, I won't be talking into it.
No. There you go. Ted from Lake Villa, he's got a furnace question.
Yes.
Hi, Ted.
Hi.
Hey, Ted.
Hi.
Okay.
Hi.
I got you. Uh-oh. Can they hear me?
Oh, yeah, we got you just fine, buddy.
Okay. Sorry. I got the Bluetooth on because I'm trying to do something while I talk.
Okay.
Hey, long story short, my furnace is 20 years old.
Uh-huh.
And the guy just came out. The blower fan went out. But he said that the internal heating element or the heat exchanger inside was probably, and it was leaking in time for a new furnace.
Yep.
So it's currently an 80%, but that was 80% when it was brand new. Don't you think that it's probably a lot less than that 20 years later?
Well,
or do you think it's still
It
around?
might be 60% if it's installed poorly with bad ductwork, too.
Right. So it runs 80% efficient with no ductwork on it. And so now, once you install ductwork on it, it will never run at 80%. A 90% installed today doesn't actually run at 90% because you attach ductwork to it. And so then what you're doing is slowing the movement of air through it, so it never runs truly efficient as what it's rated, because it's rated at that with no ductwork. So, and over time, yes, it will degrade over time too and be even less efficient. So, how much longer are you going to be in the house?
That's a good question. 3 more years of high school.
Wow, and then you'll be out of high school, and then you got to go to college.
I fail a lot.
Oh yeah, I guess yeah. So
yeah, that's a good question, but let's say 10 years.
Okay, so then it'd be worth it to upgrade to a 90 plus if you wanted to, because you'll get your money back out of it. And then again, like we were talking, go with variable speed. You'll absolutely love it.
Absolutely.
It's going to cost you a little bit more money, but in the long run, the comfort is night and day.
Yep, and the energy efficiency.
And it's actually more efficient, too.
Yep.
So you're looking at like 20 SEER, 21 SEER.
Oh, they do SEER on a SEER rating on a furnace as well?
Well, it's your AFU, your annual fuel utilization, but it works kind of the same way.
That's good.
Okay. That's what I got to see. He already quoted me. He does Carrier, my guy, because he says that it's easier and cheaper to get Carrier parts around where I live.
Okay.
I'm just telling you that.
And that's probably true. I mean, Carrier's probably one of the best known brands out there, and they probably have the most certified installers and service techs.
Yep.
So there's nothing wrong with going that route.
Nope, not at all. So, does that get you pointed in the right direction?
Yeah, I think so. So, all right, a 96% installed is probably going to run at about 90% efficient, hopefully, or
he's going to have to do a static pressure test, and with a static pressure test, he can then do the calculations and let you know what the actual efficiency is of it. He's got to test the existing ductwork to be able to tell you what the efficiency, the actual installed efficiency is.
Right.
And you got any recommendations for static door test people?
No, static pressure test, your furnace guy should do it. He should have that equipment. If he doesn't, find somebody that does, because he should know how to use that stuff.
I was thinking the blower door test.
Oh, yeah, no, not a blower door test. And this,
Although you should eventually get one of those too.
Yeah, that's always good to have.
Oh.
So, but yeah, I would do a static pressure test. That way he can know how to properly size that unit, and then also doing, like we said, doing the manual J on the house and figuring all that stuff out. So a good furnace guy will do all that calculations, not just look at the existing furnace and go, it feels about right, where they lick their finger and stick it in the wind and go, that's good. So, because
one guy told me, well, you got a 100,000 BTU unit, I'll just replace it with 100,000.
Yep, that's what they're going to do. Because they'll say, does it work fine? And you'll say yes, and they'll go, okay, fine. Then they're not going to waste the time to do the whole calculation. They don't want to mess with it. So
fantastic.
All right.
Okay.
Clear as mud.
That's your worst
Clear as
question of the
mud.
week. Yes.
Clear as mud.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thanks, Ted. There we go. All right. And with that, we had quite a bit of furnace talk today.
Yep. Well, it's 36 degrees out.
Yeah, it was 36 this morning. It's 46 now, Rich. See, it's warmed up considerably.
Oh, wow.
So,
That's a big difference. Then.
Yeah. It's time to get on the motorcycle. It's time to roll. That's what we do now.
Are you on the bike?
No, I just got in the truck. I didn't,
Yeah. And I got to go clean mine out, straighten it out.
Yep. So there you go. All right, so are you going back to the East Coast then this week?
Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. And you're only spending 2 days a week then on the west side then, huh?
Yes.
Oh.
Because I have plenty of estimators and superintendents here, but over there I have to go get busy.
Got it. So you're boots on the ground on the East Coast is what you're saying. Got it.
Yes, and I hired another superintendent for over there, but he doesn't have the history with the job or the company, so he's reluctant to make big decisions, which I don't blame him. Not faulting him. He's doing a good job. So no, it's working out good.
But how can you drive 2.5 hours one way and then 2.5 hours back?
I do it every day. You get up at 6, you get to the job at 8:30, you work till 4:30, and I get home at 10 to 7.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
See, that's dedication right there, Robbie. You see that? That's dedication to the job.
Yeah, you know what to do. You know what we always said about where does a job?
Yeah.
It's where the money is.
It's right.
When I was living in Tinley, I bid that big addition up in Antioch.
Yeah.
So did that for like 4 months, 5 months. You know what I mean? It's like it is what it is.
Yeah. Podcasts and previous shows available at mightyhouse.net, Stitcher, iTunes, TuneIn, SoundCloud, and on homeimprovementusa.com. Find links to all of them at mightyhouse.net. Video clips of the show are available at mightyhouse.net and on our Mighty House YouTube channel. Klein Tool of the Month. We're going to have that drawing after the show here. You're going to win an 8-in-1 insulated.
Today's show?
Today, right now, right after the show. We're going to have the drawing. And Andrew will get it going. And I see Trixie already mixing it up. The conversation continues all week long on Facebook and Twitter. And if somebody wanted to sign up for the newsletter, Rich?
It's simple. Go to mightyhouse.net, click on the Contact Us page, put in first and last name, your email address, scrolling down, and click on Boom, done.
All right. Hey, next week we're going to talk to Mr.'s Floor, Aaron and Igor. They're going to be in to talk a little flooring. We're also going to have another Mighty House tip of the week and Clutter Clarity. In between that, we'll be taking your phone calls. Thanks to Robin Sandys. Is that what it was? From Sands?
Robin Sandys.
Sandys from Northwest Housing Partnership. That's NHP.net for more information. And thanks to everybody that called in today. For Trixie, Andrew, Justin, Robbie Earhart, and the entire Mighty House team, I'm Ron Cowgill. Keep it square and level.
Until next Saturday.
Oh, and I forgot Rich, too. Yeah, Rich is in there.
Nah, we're all good.
If you have any questions during the week, you can always post them on Facebook and Twitter. Join us next Saturday for more home infotainment. Mighty House is a square and level media production.
Mighty House.
Nobody wants to get ripped off, broken into, or robbed, but nobody wants to pay a lot of money to have their home protected either.
I've got an offer to tell you about to provide home security for your home. For less than
This is already the end of the month?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
All right. See, here's how we do this, Justin.
Okay.
First, he turns on so I can hear things. And is
Am
Rich
I
there?
Here.
There's now Rich is there. Are we still live on the Facebook?
Oh man.
What he got? Oh, he had another Charlie horse.
Yeah, the other leg though. That's weird.
Hit by another car.
Yeah. Another car hit you. Okay.
Yeah.
Are we ready? Do you have a drum roll or something there? And I see. He's not on it, man. You see, this is why.
You know, as soon as the radio show was done, he was checked
he
out.
was on, he was checked out. Yeah. Oh,
Andrew
there we go.
gone?
No, he's here. Hang on. Here we go.
Am I doing a drum roll?
You're gonna draw it.
No, there's a
winner
drum roll going on now in my
this month's
headset anyway.
Klein Tool Dry is.
Check it out. Just the first name only. Don't say the last name. It's down the front.
Roosevelt from Chicago.
Whoa!
Hey, Roosevelt.
All right.
Congrats. That's a cool tool
You're
set.
lucky.
Yes. That's cool. All right. Thanks, Justin.
Boom, there we go.
All right. Boom, done. All right. See, we put them to work for you. Since you won't use them, Andrew, we put them to work. There you go. All right. Audience was in a big hall there.